Wait, hello. Where's my camera? 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 Oh, there it goes. Hello. White hand reveal. That's right. You didn't know this, but secretly, I've been white all along. The world's worst kept secret. Hi, everybody. It's weird to wave like this, but this is like the best possible solution I've had for getting this whole setup to work. This has been a nightmare trying to get a setup on this goddamn tiny-ass desk. Now all my secrets have been exposed. Now you can see my One Piece match. Now you can see me without my flesh on. Hold on, let me just do that for y'all real quick. My stream deck is just being super slow. Just give me a minute. It can't be true! What? There's no way! My favorite funny internet white girl can't be white. Yes, also I have a Zoro Titty mouse pad. Say hi, Zoro. Yes, this is what I use to stream every day. So, there you go, secret exposed. How are y'all doing? I hope you folks are having a lovely Tuesday in it. So today, I am exposing myself, specifically my younger self, because we're going to be looking through my old-ass art from when I was a preteen. Quick, give a sal cam. I really don't want to move the camera around. It was a bitch just to get it at this angle. Y'all have no idea how much effort I went through just to get it at this angle. If I do so as much as, like, shake the desk even slightly, it's going to fall over. And then I'm going to have to readjust it again. It takes forever to do this. But I'm sure y'all will see Sally crawling up around here eventually. She usually likes to sneak up, like, around here. Just, like, scratching at this chair. Which is why it looks like this, by the way. If you're wondering, Jessie, why the fuck did you fuck up your chair this much? This is not my fault. This is my cat right here. But yeah, today, we're gonna be looking at a lot of my old art from when I was, a wee bobby. A lot of this stuff is from stuff from, like, 2010. Around that at the earliest. I'll admit, I'm a little scared to go through some of these. There is very, very questionable, fan art in this. Nothing about it that's, like, not safe for work or anything. It's just a questionable, quality. I saw you on X and followed you. Okay, first of all, you're a loser for calling it X. Sorry, I'm just saying, those are the rules. Well, where's my laugh track? If you call it X instead of Twitter, not based. Not based. We laugh. We laugh at those who call it X. We laugh at those who call it that unironically. We laugh. We laugh, gamers. Anyway. So without further ado, allow me to dox myself and not follow that person who wants me to follow them for, like, no reason. In fact, if any mods want to investigate that, then, you know. So this is the first little notebook that we're going to be looking at. A lot of these are going to have my dead name on it. My full-ass dead name on them. I'm going to try to not expose myself as much as possible. I have a lot. I have a stack pile of sketchbooks over on the bed right here. I tried going through stuff that wasn't just filled with, like, old comics, because, little fun fact about Jessie. I used to do, comics, like, all the time. A lot of, like, dumb, silly little adventures. Oh my god, this is so loud. This is so loud. I don't know if y'all can, like, hear the music properly now. I don't know if it's, like, too quiet, but for me, it was just a smidge loud. Maybe I have sensitive ears. Turn the resolution up to 4K. I don't think my stream is capable of 4K. You're gonna get 1080p's and you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it, goddammit. But, yeah. So without further ado, let's go through some childhood images. Here's the first one. Here's the first page. So this is from when I was in, like, either grade 4 or grade 5. in public school. I don't remember. We didn't know that your day name is Sonic Fan 69. No, damn it! I'm still Sonic Fan 69 in my heart. Cat? I hear Cat yelling at me. I don't know where she is. Cat, are you good? The voices. The voices are getting to me. So you can see right off the bat, the kind of things that I was into, as a child. That being really terrible side sketches, drawn to life. I don't know if you could recognize that this was the character from Drawn to Life, but that's what that's supposed to be. Fancy Pants Man, that one like Flash game for the mid-2000s. Ninjas, Stickmen, a lot of Stickmen. I drew a lot of Stickmen. There's Avatar. I know you probably can't make out the arrow because it's so small. But that's supposed to be Aang as like a stick figure, I think. There's like a Medusa and a really bad pun of, "Hey Bill, your mail's here." And that's the joke. The joke that his name is Bill. Did he also go to a private school? No. Just public school. Literally just public school. And if you're wondering who this little cat character is, this is one of my original comic characters. I say original with big air quotes. This is Toby the Tiger. Toby being spelt with an I. And his whole gimmick was that he is dumb. And he's like, he was like, Tony the Tiger's, like, cousin or something like that. Yeah, he was just basically like my, Garfield, but if Garfield was, like, fused with Odie and being dumb. Yeah, long lost brother. I think that was, like, supposed to be, like, his lore. As much as I would love to go over a lot of the comic stuff, I feel like that would take forever, because, again, I made a million comics. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! Timmy! Timmy, are you okay? Oh, Cosmo, Wanda, no!
Cosmo, Wanda, I wish to be rid of this awful existence! I wish I didn't have
a skinny deep red. Oh, yeah, so I really liked Fairly Odd Parents as a kid. And, I think the reason why I drew this is because I saw, like, oh my god, what was it? It was a, it was like some encyclopedia or whatever of, like, Nickelodeon that I saw at, like, the library. And I saw that and I was like, wow, so that's how you draw Cosmo Wanda! I'm gonna try it! It did not turn out well. To be fair, this is like 9, 10-year-old Jessie. Okay, cut me some slack. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, those are some, like, school doodles for you. Can you tell that I did a lot of doodling instead of, like, actually writing notes in class? So I was, really into, like, Greek mythology at the time, because that's what I was told we were going to be studying in that year of class. It wasn't really a whole lot, honestly. But I liked, like, Percy Jackson and stuff like that. So here's my really terrible Hydra. Here's my, Nintendo DS. And here's a really badly drawn Pichu. Hey, Kiss Kibby. Good job. Good job. Good job kissing Kibby. Wait, no, wrong one. Congrats. Congrats. For some reason, I really loved making these, like, impossible bar scenarios. No, I don't want it.
This has been a public service.
I don't want to look as coffee, but thank you. You studied Greek myth. We barely touched on it. It took, like, until, like, the end of, like, the year. And even then, it just boiled down to, like, watching Percy Jackson on my DVD. Yeah, there's some, like, more, like, Mario and Luigi as, like, kind of stick figures, but kind of not. And the Drawn to Life guy, I don't think the guy in Drawn to Life has a name. It's been forever since I played this. Also, Toad is evil here for some reason. You can barely see this shit because of, like, how small this is. But trust me, this is, like, the best possible camera angle I could have possibly gotten for this scenario. Yeah, here's more of that. For some reason, I really loved drawing stick figure Mario and Drawn to Life. I remember thinking, what was it? There was like a SpongeBob crossover with like Drawn to Life. I don't know if you folks know what that game is. It was like a game on the DS. The whole idea was that you were to like draw your character and it would like you know, be a playable character in the game. It was a lot more limited than what it advertised. But I thought that idea was so cool. I was like, man, why don't they do that with like Mario? And this was my, I guess, game cover for that. Where you could create your very own bro OC. Yeah, that Goomba is looking pretty rough. But you know, all things considered, you know, good idea for Jessie. I think I did this again, like later at some point. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, y'all want to feel old? Y'all recognize this guy? I mean, you probably can't because of like how messy all of this is, but if you were around in like the mid 2010s or so, you might recognize this ancient meme, Dr. Octagonopus, I think it was. Yeah, it's oh boy, like a word scrub or not, kind of. I actually want to play that game at like some point on stream because I think it would be funny. Yes, it's Dr. Octagonopus. Is it Dick Butt? No, it is not Dick Butt. I feel like I may have drawn Dick Butt at some point. More Drawn to Life. I was really obsessed with this game at the time that it came out. For some reason. Why did I draw the Mario and Luigi hats like this? I don't know why I drew them like that. I mean, granted, the hats are like kind of hard to draw in the first place, but why did it look like this? It's so odd. How to escape? How to escape? Man, I was really making my own Mario Maker levels before Mario Maker was a thing. Nintendo, I want my royalties. Yeah, how can you possibly get out of a way too long piranha plant? It's way too big. There's a star. There's a chain chomp that's there for some reason. There's a key that's covered in spikes, even though oh wait, no, there is a lock there. There's a lock there. You can barely see it, but it's there. But there's spinies though, so you know, it's impossible. It's impossible. This is Goomba Fail. I guess this was like a weird series that I did. This is just Goomba in a really dark cave saying this would be easier if I had arms. And he imagines himself with arms to open a chest with Bowser's treasure in it. The Goomba is getting better. Again, this is like 10-year-old Jessie. Oh my god. Bonicula! Bonicula! Does anybody know what Bonicula is? This was like a book that was being read to us in school. It was I think like the main premise was that it was a vampire bunny that was living in like this household, and the dog was like the only one that knew it. Yeah. This was that, and it drank like carrot juice or whatever. I honestly don't know much about it, but yeah, this was my fan art of that. So for Bunny Bun, here's a bunny for you. Here you go. It's a very badly drawn vampire bunny, but you know, there you go. There's more stick figure Mario. Let me see if there's like anything like slightly more interesting to show off, because I did a lot of these. There's a surprising amount of these I did in my notebook instead of just, you know, taking notes in class like I was supposed to. Oh guys, you want to know how to draw a toad? First you draw a lump, then you draw a circle under the lump, and then you turn it into a penis, and then you give the penis arms, then you give it feet, and then there you go. There you go. You have Toad. Good job. Then there's Pichu. And then there's how to draw Ninja Man. Oh my god, I think this was like another one of my original things. It was a stick figure Ninja Man. That was basically it. I drew him doing parkour. I'm not sure if he was supposed to be going... Oh, yeah, no, he's supposed to be going down. And then he zips and zaps his way down. He cuts the dude in half. I hope to God that my parents were not concerned about that. I don't think that they did see that. Oh, yeah, here's some, like, lol random XD of Link. You got a corn dog? What? That doesn't happen in the funny Zelda game. That's so crazy. And here's him doing his, like, shield, and I don't think that's a thing that you do in any Zelda game. I don't think you just throw your shield like Captain Goddamn America. But there you go. Oh yeah, Link and the Four Swords, which funny enough, I never played this game, but I did see that there was like a manga for it back in public school. And that was like my only exposure to the Four Swords at the time. That and like the internet. But I thought like the idea of like, hey, there's like 4 different like Link series, like, you know, that's fun. That's fun. Can't tell you how the game is though. Again, never really played it, but I did a lot of art of that for some reason. I don't know what this monster is supposed to be though. I think it's supposed to be like some generic monster. Oh, hello, Ares the Gremlin. Hello, hello. We're looking at my old art and cringing at it. Oh my god, wait, no. Is that like... Oh my god. Whoa. It was like a... This was like a Captain Underpants, wasn't it? It was like... Super Diaper Baby or whatever. I really loved Captain Underpants as a kid. So I drew some characters from that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I wanted to play Four Swords, but that would have required friends that played Zelda. Yeah, basically. I think you needed like a Game Boy Advance too, also, didn't you? And like a GameCube? Didn't you need to like have like both of those things, or was that just for like the... I honestly don't know much about that, if I gotta be completely honest. Oh yeah, there's like the giant enemy robot ant from that same Super Diaper Baby. I feel like when I say this shit, I'm talking about shit like fucking Boss Baby or whatever. Which I guess isn't like that far off, because that's also part of DreamWorks now, but whatever. Oh my god, wait, yo, yes, okay, this is what I was hoping we would get to soon. Super Mario Brothers drawn to life. Save Mushroom Kingdom, or destroy it. Oh my god, I made this fucking goddamn Shadow the Hedgehog, but with Super Mario Brothers and drawn to life. I don't know why. What if you could be like evil and fucked up and kill the fucking toads? Oh yeah, guys, this is rated E for crud humor. So if you're not a fan of like crud humor, maybe you should talk to your kids about that. And cartoon violence. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man, a lot of this is taking me back. Here's Justin Bieber in Lady Pasta. I'm sure no one has ever made those jokes about those celebrities before. No one has ever made jokes about that. Ever. In the history of celebrities. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's like anything that's like more... Oh my god, wait, yes! Okay, so... I feel like some of you might be familiar with this DSi software on the Nintendo DS called Flipnote Haytena. I did a lot of art based off of those. I grew up on a lot of like Flipnote Haytena. It really influenced my art style at the time, so I drew stuff like Gizmo, which nobody knows anymore, because again, that shit got shut down in like 2013. So those 3 years spent on drawing these like specific anime stick figures is now completely lost to time. And then there's Fancy Pants Man again. And then there's more Dr. Octagonopus versus Rock, Paper, and Scissors. Yeah, can you tell how old this is? Can you tell how old this is? Oh boy. Oh man, I'm not even sure if like... Okay, there's gotta be like, what in fresh hell is this? What in fresh hell is it? I don't think that was supposed to be a self-portrait. What is it? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's so gross. Again, that was me trying to draw realistic. Did not turn out all that well for young baby Jessie. Okay, what else do we got? What else do we got? Oh! Okay, I doubt that anybody remembers this manga or whatever it was. But there was this manga that I found in my public school library called Dragon Drive. It was basically Pokemon, but with buff dragons instead. And I tried drawing art of that. This was as far advanced as I could possibly draw that dragon. Let me actually see if I can like find like the reference for that. Dragon Drive. Chibi. Chibi was like the name of the dragon, by the way. In case anybody's thinking like, oh, did you know what like Chibi was? I'm like, no, I did not. That was just the name. Yeah, there were buff dragons. But it was like supposed to be like really cool and like the next Pokemon, except it's not. It really wasn't. I'm trying to like get my window capture, but everything is like so disorganized. I really need to fix this shit. Okay, not quite what I think the reference was supposed to be, but you know, looked kind of like this. Kind of, except I think that the face was supposed to be like entirely different. But yeah, this was like, I think there was only like one volume available at the time. I think it's been more than 10 minutes. I think I should be going back to like normal Jessie. But yeah, I think that there was like an anime, but I never watched it. That was the thing with like public libraries in school. You could just like discover something random shit. Yeah, it looked very Digimon. Okay, let's see. I have like a lot of like written down parody stuff at the time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hatena Fighters. Boss Gizmo Ouija. Oh man. Ouija. Y'all remember Ouija? Okay, there's a lot of like written stuff that I don't want to like read because reading is for losers. We're not here for reading, we're here for art. We're here for art, goddammit. Oh my god. There's like some comics that I did. I'm kind of skimming through these. Oh, there's like a failed Grovyle sketch. Because, fun fact, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon made Grovyle one of my favorite Pokemon at the time. Don't forget his brother Barrio. Oh, y'all want to see how I drew Sonic? Oh, Sonic. Oh, and there's Snake and Ness and Toon Link. Stupid Mario Brothers was this old-ass YouTube series. I think it's like still up. I don't think it was ever like taken down or anything. But it was like a bunch of like dudes like in costumes. And I thought that shit was like fucking peak because it had like a storyline and everything. And I was just like, man, what if they added like Sonic and like Snake and stuff? I don't know why I meant by, like, might be made. I think I tried to... Oh, no, that's right. Okay, so, I remember what this was now. So, on Flipnote, someone made their own version of Stupid Mario Brothers, with, like, stick figures and stuff. And then I did my own version on bit strips. Does anybody remember bit strips? Probably not, because it's been dead for years. But it was basically a make-your-own comic thing, with like pre-made like models and stuff. Oh my god, the examples are not doing any favors. But like, yeah, it looked like this. And oh, whoops. And I, like, had my own retelling version of it on this site. It's dead now. It's been dead for years. Which sucks, because I never, like, saved any of my bit strips that I made that I remember working really hard on to make. So they're just forever lost to time. Yeah, it was like a class project, that's how it, like, started, and then I kept using that account to, like, keep making more. Yeah. It was originally, we were just supposed to use that for, like, a class project on, like, climate change or something. What, dox alert? I'm not doxing myself, what do you mean? I'm not doxing myself. It just so happens that, that wizard and I went to the same school at one point. I'm not exposing myself at all. Oh, wait. There's fail, giant Goomba. Fail, giant Chimp. Epic fail, non-specific dinosaur. Super fail, Hydra. I think that's supposed to be a Hydra anyway. I don't know where the rest of the body is. It's got leg, and then heads. I don't know how this thing lives, honestly. I feel very, very sad for its existence, frankly. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything that's... Okay, there's another one of these. I did a lot of these for some reason. I was, like, obsessed with, like, making these, big, fail type situations in, like, a Mario. But hey, at least someone's, like, actually, like, a body instead of a stick figure. You can barely make it out. I'm trying my best to, like, show these off, in a way. But again, just getting this camera angle was such a pain in the ass. And if I try to, like, move it any further, then it will, just completely, fuck up, and I will have to start all over again. Yeah, I did, like, a lot of, like, written stuff. Geez. Okay, that's basically... That is basically it, actually, for this one. And, so now that we've gotten out of, like, that era, instead of, like, looking at the thousands and thousands of comics that I made as a kid, I figured we would go over, like, the actual, sketchbook stuff. I thought the mouse was Undyne at first. I mean, this. What, were you surprised that I have, like, a Zoro Titty mouse pad? Because I do. And it looks great. Okay. Yeah, here's another, like, old drawing of me and some of my friends at the time. I say some of them because not all of them are real. So, as a kid, I was very inspired by Ed's World, and whoa! Snowpaw, thank you for the raid of 20. Oh my god, that's a big raid. That is a big raid. Oh my god. On an embarrassing old art stream, no less. Snowpaw's raid. Thank y'all so much. What were y'all doing? What brought you here? Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing, Snowpaws? Thank you so much. We're looking at some of my old art today as a charity reward, which we're still doing right now. We have a code on screen right over, look at how do I point at this? Here, we have a barcode on screen for you to scan. We also have like a link by using the command charity to link towards the charity for a trans lifeline. Our next goal is at like $700. We reached 500 so far. Hi. Yes, I have a Zoro mask pad. He has been exposed to the world. Poke. It's a very squishy booby pad. But yeah, one of the rewards that we have passed was looking at some of my old cringy art from when I was a teenager. And before when I was a teenager. I have to raid and dip, but take care of my chat, please. Thank you so much for letting me raid. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know what brought you here, but you know what? I am grateful. For those new joining, hello, I'm Jessie the Bestie. Pronouns she, her. Sometimes they, them, but I mostly go by she, her. I'm a variety Twitch streamer that likes Sonic and One Piece, if that wasn't obvious enough. And, yeah, we're looking at a bunch of my old art. So this is how I used to draw myself. In the blue here. I'm not gonna say the names of any of my other friends to, not dox them. But this person was like made up. This was a, I think this was like a girlfriend that one of my friends had at the time. That I never actually met. yeah, the One Piece. The One Piece is real. Hold on, let me just get the sound bit for that. There we go. The One Piece is real! It's real, chat! It's real to me! The old girlfriend from Canada. A made-up girlfriend. I don't think that they were, like, made up. I just, like... So one of my friends, like, went to, like, another school at the time. Like, they used to go to our school, and then they moved... And then they came back, and they made, like, this girlfriend. They were like, hey, can we put my girlfriend in there? And I was like, sure. Yeah, sure. I knew nothing about them at the time. But, yeah. So it was basically, like, Ed's World. But mostly with, like, the 4 friends. Mostly it was just, like, this person, this was me, this was another friend, and then this is another friend. And then this was another friend that was in a lot of them. This one was like one of the more recent ones, and I didn't do a lot with him. He just kind of was there. I don't know if I gotta be honest. Oh my god. Okay. Let me see what other interesting arts we have here. I'm trying to not include stuff that includes the names of other friends and stuff. Okay, there's like a lot of like old like comic stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to get into like stuff that's like actual like drawings. Oh yeah, this was like a profile picture for like my Facebook at the time, because I was like, man, this looks so good. It's so colorful. Oh, the like these eyes look like the goddamn eggs from Green Eggs and Ham. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, but this was how I used to draw myself quite a bit. There's very, very vague similarities to how it looks to me. Not really. There are other drawings of my old self that looks a little closer to how we look with my avatar now. Obviously, mine's the boobs. Obviously. Oh my god, yeah, okay, I remember. I used to, like, draw my own fake thumbnails. Or if I ever, like, became, like a review critic. Like the nostalgia critic and stuff. Because I was obsessed with that stuff. And I used to go by the name Tay Subliminal. I don't know why I chose that name either, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Can you draw my girlfriend from America? The boobs are even bigger in real life. God, I wish. Oh my god, I wanted to do it for, like, Cyber 6. I did not rip you off. I don't know what that means, honestly. Wait, oh my god, dick figures! Yeah! Y'all remember Dick Figures on YouTube? The show that I definitely should not have been watching as a 10-year-old child? I mean, hey, at least the models are on point. You know, because they're stick figures. Yeah, no, it's... Surprisingly enough, it is not a porn parody, but it is called Dick Figures. It's this, like, adult animated show that's on YouTube from, like, Mondo Media, I think it was called. There used to be, like, a really big, like, animation thing on YouTube in, like, the 2010s. And I really liked this show, and they had a Dick Figures movie that they made through, like, a Kickstarter. And I was like, oh man, what if I did, like, a review of that? Obviously, I never did. And if I ever actually did make, like, review content when I was, like, 13 years old, I definitely would have deleted them by now. Yes, everyone can see the Zoro boob mask pad. Hello, Zoro. Poke, poke. Okay, this looks like a little closer. This should go by Critic also, which is a very, very lazy name. Oh, wait. Oh no, I could smell the age off of these. This was my friend, who wanted to go by the handle of Dragon Charge at the time. At the time, when we wanted to, like, be like, internet critic reviewers, man. Yeah, you could smell the marker off of this. You can tell they just did not want to fill in those little, like, white lines. They're bothering me. They're bothering me so much. But hey, I mean, this is better than, like, the stick figures that I was drawing at the time. This was like a faraway friend. Oh yeah, wait, no, hold on. These were like MLP friends. Can you see how you draw now? I mean, we can look at way closer examples. I don't really draw now these days, but we can look at some of the latest drawings that I have done as of, like, recent years. But I wanted to start off with, like, the older stuff first so we can get all of the cringe out of our system. Luna, I honestly don't remember this person. I honestly don't. I think this was, like, another, like, online internet friend. Don't make online internet friends when you're 14 years old, by the way. You know, word of the wise. Yes, I should have been some kind of nostalgic critic. Or I could have, like, covered, like, video games and be, like, angry, like a nerd would. Some kind of angry video game nerd, maybe. Yeah, there's, like, another very, very old me. Wait, you until you're, like, 16, 17, when did we meet? I think we met when I was 18. Pretty sure. Like, Pokemon Sun and Moon came out at that time. I think it was, like, 16, actually. I don't think it was, like, right when that game came out. Maybe, like, 17 or so? I honestly don't remember. Yes, we are eating old art. Yes, test subliminal reviews the Lorax. Why is this bear so small? Yeah, I do remember watching the Lorax movie in theaters and not thinking it was bad until, online critics said that it was bad. I mean, it still is bad. From what I remember anyway, but it's just really funny. It's just really funny how to, like, look back at these. Here's me giving a Dwayne The Rock Johnson eyebrow. He speaks for the trees. He speaks for these nuts is what he does. Here's another me. I did a lot of these, like, one page. Yeah, just, like, sketch myself, I guess. Attack of the Anime. Oh, dear God. Just put on a Naruto headband. There you go. That's anime. That's anime. You should draw again. Again, these are like very old though. I will show like some of the older, closer ones, closer to today. Gravity Falls. So now you can smell what year this was from. Good old 2012 or so. You can see that I did like get better. You know, a little bit like more like stylized as I grew older. Obviously, the difference between 10 and 12 is staggering. Frankly, actually, I don't think I discovered Gravity Falls until I was like 13 or so. Okay, there's like another one to me that's boring. This one you can barely even see because it's so light. Oh, okay. My girlfriend was in like 2012. Listen, you could be in like a relationship all you wanted in like 2012. You just couldn't hold hands. So this was like me practicing like drawing like anime faces, I guess. With like this other original character that I called like the Gray Ghost. He was like basically my stand-in for like Danny Phantom or whatever. Yeah, like this big ass hat, which I clearly could not draw very well. But yeah. I don't know what kind of reference I even used. I don't know if it was like one of those like how to draw manga type books that like my parents would like gift me sometimes. I think it must have been like one of those. Oh yeah, no, there's one of like generic anime girl. This one wasn't like even a character or anything as far as I remember. She was just like anime girl. Just in a bit in 2016, the Snow Shaman art with her girlfriend from abroad. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I was not doing. I do have some art, including some of my exes that I will probably not be including here. This is versus Godzilla. Which Godzilla? I don't know. One of them. Does that look like Godzilla to you? Because it doesn't to me. It doesn't look like any Godzilla that I know of. Gojira. Oh boy. Shamonthalon. Oh god. Was this supposed to be Shyamalan? I don't know what this was supposed to be. There's Aang. I don't know what this is. I really don't know. I had a style going on. Yeah. I was very influenced by Flipnote Heitena. But that's not a specific years or anything. That was just like a whole thing on the Nintendo DS. There was like a lot of like stick figures that were kind of roughly in this style. And again, Ed's World also played a huge part. Jess Eastwood. Yeah, here's my like the big like trio of friends. Again, very Ed's World. You can tell because I really liked drawing myself with hands in my hoodie pockets. Which, funny enough, I did not wear a lot of hoodies as a kid. I really didn't, so I just did that to be cool, I guess. Oh, that one includes an old name. Oh god, SpongeBob, no! Why was I bullying SpongeBob? Oh boy, Test Subliminal reviews the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Oh, he looks good. He looks good and not brutally tortured. Okay, let's see. What else is here? I think this was like... I think this was like literally me drawing my friend with my eyes closed. Or with my left hand. I'm not really sure which one, but this one is bad on purpose. That's why it says best drawing ever. Well, I think it may have just been like one continuous loop. I actually don't know. When are you gonna start your movie review channel? Oh god, the Lego movie? Okay, oh god, it's even worse. This one's in 2012, this was 2014. Oh, that's so much worse. That was so much worse. Frozen. I didn't draw any of the Disney characters, I just drew myself being frozen. Despicable Me. This one is clearly unfinished because I clearly did not draw the legs on the minions on this one. I almost did on this one, but I was like, you know what, this is stupid. You can tell at which point I was like, you know what, this is dumb. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. Oh. Oh. There's Attack on Titan? Pretty sure that that's what this is supposed to be. I don't know why the hand looks like that. Proportions was not my forte as a wee young Jessie. I will tell you that much for free. Use more of that like original edgy superhero character that I designed at the time. His hair is way too big. God damn, the forehead on this man must be like huge. He's got like Mega Mind head. Another like Attack on Titan thing. Remember when Despicable Me was a single movie? If only we would have predicted the mess it would become. Yeah, I think there was only like one Despicable Me movie at the time that I drew this, right? No, wait, no, I think there was like a Despicable Me 2. I think that was out by the time I drew that. Crowning in my cowl right after a beer. Hey, that bomb looks just like a deer. Oh, right, I forgot to mention, so the series that I did with my friends that was Edgeworld inspired was called Series About Randomness. So you could already tell that randomness was the name of the game here. There's some characters from Series About Randomness to game. There's some like characters, obviously I was going to draw more, but I never got around to that as a kid. So there's like the main 4 group of friends. There was Toby the Tiger, Minecraft Steve. This is supposed to be a pickle, which was like, Toby the Tiger's like best friend. He was a telekinetic pickle that basically had, Silver the Hedgehog's powers. That was basically my explanation for how he moves around. What I very easily could have just said, it's Larry from VeggieTales, and I probably would have gotten away with that. There was, Mr. Mustard Mustache Monocle Man, the Millionth Millionaire. Yeah, he wasn't really anything. He was just generic rich man. There was like this cactus guy. There was a skull. There was an Enderman that I remember we named George. Who was like another like character in our thing. Listen, there was like a lot of like weird shit going on in the comic at the time. Okay? There was a lot of weird shit. This, I have no idea why I drew this, like, the way that it is. I don't know what's going on here. I really could not tell you. Jessie lore do be crazy. Yeah. The Jessie lore goes hard, and we're not even going into it at all. Again, this is me trying to get away from, like, the millions of comics that I made as a kid, because I did a lot of that. Start a wiki. I think this was also an original character. It kind of reminds me of, like, Light Yagami from Death Note, although I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be that at all. His hair is just kind of doing whatever the fuck. And he's given the, Angie eyes. Not really sure what that's about. Okay. What else? What else do we have? Oh! I'm trying to block names, but this was an ex-girlfriend art. I drew these two from Hatsune Miku. I don't know their names, but she really liked these characters. This was a gift for an ex-girlfriend that I had at the time. Again, I don't know their names. I don't know a lot about Hatsune Miku lore. I should study up the lore. I really should. If I'm gonna be a true Hatsune Miku stan. Yeah, that was my attempt to draw anime, and by God, the eyes on the one on the left is insane. Oh wait, no. Okay, here's another sketch of that, but without the color. And you can tell that I really did not know what to do with like the back end spike there. Len and Rin. Okay, all right. I did not know of their names. Okay, let's see what else. Oh my god, this one is like filled with stuff. This was me like making like move sets for like me and my friends if we had like a Smash Brothers fighting game kind of deal. But I'm trying to see if we could have more like normal drawings that aren't move sets and stuff. Oh! Nuzlocke Adventure. Why did I spell it with like an O instead of a U? I don't know. Clearly this was supposed to be a U, but I just didn't stylize it that way. So I do remember making my own Nuzlocke comic series. None of these are in that team. None of these are in that team. I don't know why I drew these particular Pokemon. I never had a Charmander, I never had an Oddish, I never had a... Well, I guess I did have a Pidgey, but I didn't have an Abra, certainly. But that is a whole other can of worms. Oh shit! This was another... Is that Peanut Butter Gamer? You're gonna have to be more specific. Are you asking if this is supposed to be Peanut Butter Gamer? Because I really don't think that it is. But you know what, I'm willing to show y'all. This was, it's not Peanut Butter Gamer. I don't think I drew any Peanut Butter Gamer as a kid. I think I drew JonTron though. That poorly aged. This was like another comic series that I wanted to make. This was 8-Bit High School, and it features video game characters in high school. Ooh. I didn't make that many, honestly. Oh shit, here comes Pac-Man. Dude, if I did make this today, I would have made like Pac-Man high on crack, being like, yo, what it is, motherfuckers? I'm high on crack. But yeah, none of the characters seem to really like age all that much, except for like Mario, who has like a pencil stash, and Kirby has an afro, and that's really all about it. That was the extent of my creativity. What is up, my fellow gamers? Okay, what is this? I don't know what this is. This was like Mario versus Donkey Kong, but 8-Bit High School. Now, you might be wondering, why did I name it 8-Bit High School instead of 16-Bit High School? Because Dorkly already stole that idea. And I'm not even kidding. That's the whole reason why I named it something different. But I did like a lot of these. You can see that my Sonic got a little better, more stylized. I think it was pretty inspired by like Dorkly stuff, honestly. You can see, well, you can tell with this Link, I did not try very hard. I did not try very hard with Link at all. They gave Kirby those fuck-ass dubstep glasses. I like Afro Kirby. I do too. I don't know why you gave him armpit hair though. I think the whole joke was that he shouldn't have armpit hair because he has like little nubs for arms or something like that. Could not tell you. Could not tell you. Let's see. Okay. Oh! Here's my drawing of Phoenix Wright. I think this was about the time where I started getting into like the original trilogy of games that I had on my iPhone at the time, because they had mobile ports of the game, and that was how I first experienced the first 3 games in the series. And I distinctly remember there was there's like this one puzzle that I physically could not do that prevented me from making any more progress in the game. Yeah, I was very inspired by like Flash animations at the time. Like, it's very Newgrounds, even though I didn't actually visit Newgrounds. Oh, this is a like unfinished drawing of, I think her name is Athena? From like, the 3DS Ace Attorney games? I should really play Ace Attorney at some point. Oh. This is a very, very, unfinished drawing. I don't know what I started to draw here, but I clearly did not finish it. I can't even begin to describe what's going on here. I honestly cannot begin to describe what's going on. I honestly don't know. Those comics to do as a kid, the adventures of Lau, Nerd, and Bart. Some generic nerd, Bart Simpsons, and Luigi! Are you sure it wasn't the angry video game nerd? Oh, I think that's pretty much it for this book, isn't it? Okay, yeah, alright, cool. We got 2 books down. We got, like 9 more to go. We have a lot. I have no means of mocking your works. I mean, again, this was like 2010s, Jessie. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, this is like a lot closer art. This is a lot closer. I think we might save this for later. I think we might save this one for later, just because it has a lot of like closer art. It's like more like modern. This is like 2020 stuff. But I want to cringe through more like old Jessie first, because, you know, that's funny. I didn't know how to spell Luigi's name. Is that why you called him Lou? Like, you were like so close. Okay, so this is like around like 2017 or so. Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, so I drew a lot of Pokemon. So he's like Rowlet, Dartrix, and Decidueye. Clearly I was just like looking at like references while doodling these, but yeah, these are like alright. Did I do the entire evolution line of each one? I think I did. You could tell that I gave up at Incineroar. You can tell, like, okay, Litten. We're gonna color some of the body, but not all of it. Torracat. And Incineroar. Oh. Yeah, when I first met Vicky, I really loved, Pokemon, Moon. So I had the Moon as my profile picture for a while, when we met. Because I really liked it. I think it was like my favorite Pokemon game at the time that it came out. You mean Jessie used to be a nerd? Some kind of angry video game nerd? I think the Popplio line turned out the best, quote unquote. I honestly think that I did the Rowlet line a bit better, but you know, I tried harder than Incineroar at the very least. So there's that. Gotta make sure that there's not anything on like the backs. Okay, there's some like original characters that I had for this like Nuzlocke comic that I did. This was like based off of like the trainer, the girl trainer from that game. Funny enough, in like most of the Nuzlocke comics that I did, I played as the boy. But when Sun and Moon came around, I think I had an early sign of maybe being trans, because I decided to play as a girl character instead. I thought, at the time, he was like, oh, variety, I'll make it like the daughter of like the main character from like the previous games. But looking back at it, no, I was just like, I just wanted to be a girl. I didn't know it. So that was like my standard at the time. And yes, I did write Nuzlocke comics. And as much as I would love to share them, there's a lot of them. They're very squished, and some of them are like really smudged together. But I did do those. It was mostly like towards the end of high school. Here I did Lily, How, and a really sad bald man. I think this was like a character that that I made based off of like a me that I made. I tried to make like the saddest me possible, and I called him Sad Larry. Remaking the Nuzlocke comic, you know, I did try that. The only thing is, I was like a self-insert character in a lot of them, so I would have to like change a lot of that. And so for people whose first hints were playing Harvest Moon, more friends in Minnow Town so they could play as a girl and date the boys. Real though, real. Alright, here she is with a Decidueye. Even though I did not go with a Rowlet in my Nuzlocke playthrough, I went with Popplio. Because I wanted the most, like, girly pop of Pokemon on my team. Oh, yeah, this was, like, the team that I had that, like, made it to, like, Elite Four, I think. There was, Cell, the electric beetle thing. I don't remember what this Pokemon is called. Charjabug? Something like that. There was, like, a Lilligant named Maple. Crabvalanche. I don't remember what the name is. I called him Johnny Bravo. Listen, can you tell that I don't really... I'm at the age where I don't remember Pokemon names anymore. I really don't remember a lot of modern Pokemon. There was Pearl, the Primarina, Scarlet, the, Salazzle, because of course I had a Salazzle. Specifically a girl one. And Iggy, the Alolan Sandslash. Oh yeah, I named the character Lara at the time. There was like this Leafeon, I drew a Mimikyu. You could tell that I was not good at drawing, bipedal Pokemon. Specifically around the face, I feel like I did not do particularly well here. Here's more of them as, like, the friends. There's, like, Lily and Cosmonaut. Yeah, whatever. The Johnny Bravo Crabrawler just, you know, being Johnny Bravo, I guess. Oh my god, I did more of these than I thought. I did more of, like, drawing him as Johnny Bravo, because I think it would be funny. Just him, like, fucking JoJo posing or whatever. And, of course, a lot of other sketches of Pokemon. I don't think I really use, like, references for these. I just, like, doodled these off, like, the top of my head, because I didn't think to use references, or I just didn't feel like it. Oh, yeah, this was 2016! Merry Christmas! I'm a reindeer now. So I still have that lol random XD humor within me. Even in 2016. This was, like, towards, the end of high school, though. So, you know. Okay. Here's some more friends, with exposed names that I'm not gonna do. Oh! Okay, now we're getting to some more OC shit. So these were concept designs that I had for another original, superhero thing. That wasn't even that. They were actually based off of Pokemon that I had in my Nuzlocke. They were basically, humanized. So this was like a Venusaur. His name was Salad. This was like a Dragonite, I think. This was like a Rhydon. I don't know what this is, honestly. I think this was supposed to be Rapidash. Because he's like more cunty, but then he would like have like a sword. This was like, this little like trio of kids was like, Magneton. This was like an Arcanine. You can't really tell because they were meant to be like more human, because I wanted to use them as like, you know, a basis for like turning them into like my own like original like manga kind of thing. Didn't really go anywhere. I feel so proud when my niece started off her first OC not based off an existing franchise, but showed me her Pony Sona and Sonic Sona prior to that. Oh my god, I wonder if any of these have like my old Pony Sona. They probably do. I don't know if we're gonna find it today, but yeah. There's like another one of Lara. There's a Primarina. I'm not sure how much art we are going to go through today. I gotta try my best. Oh, sideways sketch this time. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting fancy tonight, gamers. He's like a sassy pose. I don't remember if this was supposed to be a character, or if it's just like a random doodle that I made. Oh! Yeah, there we go! There we go. The Metalhead Queen, Starstruck May Summers. This was an original character. This was one of the initial concept arts that I made. She was a very punk rock girl. Which one is you? None of them are supposed to be me. I did show how I drew myself a few times, but none of these are supposed to be me. So her thing at the time was that she had like electric powers, and I remember one concept that I had was like she wears like one of those like arm socks or whatever, like fingerless gloves that are like made of like wool or whatever, and she would like use that to make like static shock. I didn't go with that, obviously. The whole like comic thing never really became a whole thing. Like, I do have a sort of pilot comic that I have. I'm not gonna show that today. I'm not gonna show that. Maybe some other day I'll make like a YouTube video about it, covering it, or something like that, but today I just want to show off like some like sketchbook stuff. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about these. There's like, you know, bad proportions, slightly better, but not great. Oh, guys, look, color. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, so I was trying to come up with names for all of them. Daisy, Rika, Samuel, Salad, Dan, May, and Alphonse. I guess his name was supposed to be Alphonse. I don't know why I wrote Soldier there. I drew them at like a D&D game. It's just like a fun little like sketch of like Rika wanted to be like a barbarian because like she was like the strong one. Colors, we're getting fancy. Yeah, I basically tried to draw them as like different like D&D classes, even though I didn't play D&D. Yeah, so the next Danganronpa game, yeah, I made them like a mage, a warrior, a thief, a bard, a knight, and the dragon Rar XD. LOL XD. Yeah, here's some old man. Ammo! I don't know if you can tell, but he was very inspired by, I forget his name. He's like from Full Metal Alchemist. Armstrong? The incredibly, like, buff dude with, like, the mustache. Who, like, spoke with, like, his muscles. He was very much, like, inspired by, like, that character. While trying not to be him as much as possible. God, I'm really, like, exposing myself with, like, a lot of these. Yeah, they're just, like, very, messy. A lot of these are, like, very messy. Yeah, I wanted to title the series Freaks of Nature. Legally distinct muscle man. Except, no, but he was, like, a knight, though, and he had, like, a sword. So, he's, better and cooler. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, how much of, like, these, like, just the super stuff we're gonna go over. Oh, wait, hold on. More color! More color! More color! Blue! Yeah, I really didn't know what to do with like, the dragon character here. I remember you talking about that. Yeah, I used to talk about this stuff with Vicky a lot. Back when I was trying to, like, you know, really get, like, the concepts in of, like, what I want these characters to look like. This character, I never had any idea what to do with. This was, like, based off, like, a Dragon Knight. And I had no idea what the fuck to do with, like, her as, like, a dragon with her design. At all. Oh, yeah, and these were, like, based off, like, another, like, friend's, like, Nuzlocke characters. I decided to, like, try to see if I could humanize these characters. This was, like, supposed to be a Sceptile. This was a Sand Slash. It was, like, a Porcupine. I think this was based off of, like, a Embor? This, like, buff woman, which kind of looks like an orc. I think this was initially based off of, like, a Gyarados. It's just Poseidon. And was this a Gardevoir? I honestly don't remember. My first notes, they had blue hair. Like, magical cat girl, hell yeah. Yeah, okay, so the rest of these are just, like, a lot of sketches of, these characters and have, like, bios and stuff. Really trying to, like, figure them out. Here's more of that. Again, no idea what the fuck I was doing with this girl. As you can clearly see. I really liked this, this knight character at the time. I think his whole thing was that, like, he was, like, frozen as, like, a statue for, like, a million years, and then resurrected in, like, the modern times. I don't know, I really like that idea. And then there's, like, more of my girl, May. I really liked drawing May a lot as a kid. I went through, like, a lot of design changes with her, which we will probably see pretty soon. And I think that's... Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it for this one. Is there, like, one more page with something on it? Oh, okay, there is. There kind of is. There's just, like, more, wonky-ass poses. Very, very wonky-ass poses, but, you know. So that's it for that. It was a lot of old character stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not sure how much old art we're gonna go through before we go through more modern stuff, because, again, there's a lot. When I tell you folks that I used to draw a lot, I mean that I drew a lot. Oh, this is... Oh, this poor cover. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, this one actually has a year. It was 2017. Sorry, I'm very stuffy. So this was, like, for art class as well as for my free time. So I would draw original stuff for art class. Oh my god, I'm trying to, like, do this without breaking the pages off. Oh, dear god. Oh, it broke off. It broke off. Okay. It's fine. I didn't need that anyway. I didn't need it anyway. It's fine. Oh my god. Okay, I don't think I can look through much of this, but yeah, here's another one of May. Here's another one of May. Where she had, like, her longer hair. I feel like when I draw her nowadays, I say nowadays, but most times when I draw it, it would be, like, in a ponytail. Oh, this was around the time when I got into My Hero Academia. Yeah, back when it was, like, season 1 or 2. I'd like to draw, what's her name? Suyu. Or, Froppy. I really like drawing her this time. Oh, alright, here's a Chrono Trigger. This was, like, heavily referenced, but, here was my drawing of, Luca and Robo from Chrono Trigger. I think this was the year when I first got into Chrono Trigger. Oh, how far the show's reputation has fallen. I honestly don't know how bad the, show has, like, turned out with, like, the ending. I feel like it's more so, like, it has, like, a really young and obnoxious fan base. I should know. I was part of it. Alright, what is this? Oh, these more concept sketches. More concept sketches for characters. There was, like, a cyborg rabbit that was very, very loosely based off of, Bunny Rabbit from the Sonic the Hedgehog That I Am show. I say very loosely because she was nothing like her at all, except for the fact that she had bunny ears and she had robot legs. And, some other, like, friend characters that she had. She was part of, like, the Undergang. And, there's this skeleton with a mustache called the Bad Rad Dad. I had to go piss. Okay, go piss, girl. God, I really wish that this sketchbook wasn't falling apart so I could, like, show you these drawings better. Okay, let's see. And there's, like, some, like, school drawings. Yeah, okay. Very inspired by Hero Academia. Just, like, make a, like, shitty homemade costume. Very shitty homemade costume. Like, what is going on with the glasses here, my guy? I don't know why I did so many drawings of him with glasses, but I did. Wait, is this Team Fortress 2? Okay, I did do, like, a funny little sketch of, like, the soldier from Team Fortress 2. And I don't know what this is. There's Cuphead. There's an unfinished drawing of Satan. Thank you for reminding me to drink water. It needs to be restored before it debuts in the Louvre. Oh yeah, there's like another like dragon design concept for this dragon character. For some reason, I really tried drawing her a lot just to see what would work for her as a design. None of them would, surprisingly. Cereal. Again, some of these were like for art class, but oh, this has like some concept sketches of like one of the love interests, I think, where she just like, you know, had red hair and had freckles and she was just supposed to be cute. This is some dude. I honestly don't remember what his deal is. Yeah, you know how good these are is getting when I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing at the time. Oh, here's a Hat in Time. Speaking of time, I drew Hat Kid and Mustache Girl. You know, all being said, probably not bad. I think this was like based off like a fan-made Smash render, actually. Not like a specific pose from the game. The little red-headed girl from the Peanuts. Yeah, sure. Sure, we'll go with that.
My back.
Oh, my back. Thank you for reminding me to stretch my back. Here, you can have a look at this gorillas-inspired skeleton art that I did. Hold on, let me get up. You can see me get up in real time, but you cannot see my toes. Those are not available for free. I'm very sniffly. Yeah, I drew Skeletor, I drew Dry Bones, Jack Skeleton, and Grim from the Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Where's Sans? Oh, good question. Why haven't we seen Sans yet? I'm certain that I drew a lot of Undertale. There's some more like concept art of another character, and also I drew that one fan character from Sonic Mania, Omelette, I think her name was at the time, who everyone thought was like Robotnik's niece. I did a little doodle of her. Let's see. Hans. Show toes! I'm not gonna show you my toes. Not on purpose. I don't know what this sketch was of like drawing dudes riding in grasshoppers. I honestly don't remember what that was about. I don't know if this was like for school or what. Oh, okay. Alright, this had to have been for school because I did another horse drawing as like practice. Specifically a Pegasus. They should have made her an official character. You're so right. And then there's like sad girl in rain. Aww. 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 So sad. It's so sad. Oh no. Alright, we're really about to show my age. Because I drew fan art of Bastion from Overwatch. You could smell the age. I mean, you could probably also smell the amount of smudge that's on the paper too. Because good god, the smudge is real on this. Yeah, this was like one of the most like mechanical drawings that I did, and it turned out about as well as you would probably think. Oh, this was also around the time when I started making fan art of OKKO. Because that show was like brand new at the time, and Red Action was a character from that show that was like one of my favorite characters. She was like a side character, but I thought that she was like really cool. Little did I know that I wanted to smooch her and I wanted to beat her at the same time. So, there is that. Here's a Porky Pig that I did for some reason. Can't really tell you why. I honestly don't really know. Oh, this is a little sketch of my dog. This was a little sketch that I had to do for school of like draw an animal, and I decided to draw my dog Domino. He's still alive, but he's also very, very blind. And he drools a lot. I don't know what this is. Was this supposed to be like a Duke Nukem parody? Sergeant Chef? Can't take the heat, get out of my kitchen. I'm here to cook up some justice with a side of bacon. I'm all out of bacon. Oh yeah, it was an assignment of like create a cartoon character, and I created Sergeant Chef. He had a ketchup and mustard gun. So he was basically King Condiment from Batman. But I guess he was Duke Nukem also. Yeah, it was like, what if I made like Duke Nukem? Oh, okay, I made some like Nintendo drawings. Breath of the Wild was out. I think I drew like his like fur coat from there. Splatoon. Oh yeah, it was Christmas at the time. Because I drew Pearl and Marina with an ugly Christmas sweater. They had him a condiment villain in Batman? You don't know about the Condiment King? You don't know about the Condiment King? Hold on. Condiment King. Yeah, you never knew about the Condiment King. I don't know if he like originated in like the comics or like the Batman animated series, but I heard of like this guy, and I thought like, man, that is so pathetic, but it sounds really funny. I think he's like pretty much just like a joke villain that like no one is supposed to take seriously at all. Oh, he's even in that Harley Quinn show. I never got to that. I never got around to that. I watched like the first season of the Harley Quinn show, but not much else. Here's All Might and Deku. Christmas 2017. He's a real comic character, yes, but in TV episodes, just some guy who got hypnotized. Oh, yep, here we go. More concept character sketches. I don't think I ever gave this character a name, but she was supposed to be like a Phoenix lady. All Might and Small Might, exactly. Yeah, here's like another sketch of her with like slightly better anatomy. Like, you know, all things considered, this isn't that bad. Also, here's KO for some reason. With like wings. I think this was like somebody's OC or something that I doodled. I don't really remember this at all. If I gotta be completely honest, I don't know why this is here. Oh yeah, here's some like... He was like a Friends like OC character who was like a wizard. And then there's this. Here was me trying to practice doodling something that's like more cartoony. What quirk did your OC have? Great question. I don't know about like my OC specifically, but again, none of these were based off of like me. But they were based off of like Pokemon for the most part. So like the main character like used like grass because he was based off like a Venusaur. There's like a Rhydon girl who was all about like strength and like turning her skin into like stone and stuff. There's a guy who was like fire, but he was also like a dog man. It was a lie. I don't want to explain it all. It's too much. I don't know what this dude's whole deal is. I think this is me trying to come up with like villains. This is just like generic like lizard man. Oh yeah, I was also trying to like do like cartoony stuff, but also realistic-ish anime stuff at the same time. Is there potato soda in here? It might be somewhere around here. Because I definitely remember doodling that and then trying to draw it in like Clip Paint Studio and then turn that into a PNG tuber. Here's more sketches of that bunny girl. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's like more like interesting stuff because like the stuff that we had early on kind of peaked, not gonna lie. Yeah, there's like face practicing. My back is fucking killing me right now. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's like slightly more interesting sketches to go over. Some more sketches of like my friend's OC and like his parents. that I did like digital drawings of later at some point. I don't know what any of this is. Like some character concept stuff, I don't know what the fuck this dude is. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I forgot. So I drew fan art of Venomelon. Cause I liked her YouTube stuff at the time. So at the time she was sponsored by this app called like Amino, which was basically Twitter, but for specific things. And I tried drawing art specifically so that I could get my art out there on like her channel, because she would present some art at the end of her videos sometimes. And I think one of them actually did make it in. It was like digital art that I drew over this. Oh, and I drew Cypher Den. Y'all remember Cypher Den? Oh wait, whoa, yo, prototype potato detected. Prototype potato detected. There they are! There they are! Is this silly little guy. I don't know what this fucking old man is. Also, get a load of this, like, Fluttershy. Yeah, I was very into My Little Pony. Keyword being was. Oh, he's more like Cypher Den. This, like, animation storytime YouTuber that I was into at the time. I don't know if she actually still makes videos today. I honestly don't know, but I did a lot of art of her at the time. And Venomelon. And Susie from Little Witch Academia is here for some reason? I don't know if I drew much more of like Little Witch Academia. It might be like somewhere. I did a bit of like Splatoon, because I was really into Splatoon at the time. I think this was around the point where I was out of high school. It was over now. So I had like more like free time to like doodle stuff and like play a lot of like Nintendo Switch. Oh wait, actually no. It was a bit before the end of high school, I think. I don't know what this character was, but she feels like... It's weird. It feels like she was supposed to be like fan art of like Power from Chainsaw Man, even though Chainsaw Man wasn't a thing that existed yet. I don't know what this was. And of course there's another like Fluttershy. Yeah. Get your ha-has out of the way. I drew a lot of like fan art for Venomelon and Fluttershy at the time, because it was like a big part of her channel thing. Oh my god. Did I draw her as like Papers, Please? Is that what this is? I think that was Papers, Please. Also, I drew ship art of Kaminari and the headphone girl from My Hero Academia, because I shipped them. As embarrassing as that is for me to admit. There's a sketch of Marina. And I think this is supposed to be, oh my god, what's her name? She's like a character from OKKO, but she's cosplaying as Luca. Wendy? I forget her fucking name. Glory to Bunny so Scott. Yeah, here you go. Here's more Kaminari and more Fluttershy. I did a lot of sketches of those. For some reason I cannot comprehend. More OKKO and My Hero Academia. And I think this was like a friend's OC or something. I don't quite remember, if I gotta be completely honest. Was this? Okay, so this is more like My Hero Academia fan art of like Tenya and Ochako as Phoenix Wright and Maya, respectively. But what was this supposed to be fan art for Jacksepticeye? With him as like a dog? I don't remember this. I also don't remember this, but I guess I guess I drew Jacksepticeye as a dog. Fucking okay. Alright. Sure, whatever floats your boat, 10-year-old me. 15-year-old me, however old I was. Here is Rad from OKKO as, Piccolo. I think this is supposed to be gender bent Kaminari. Like, what if I made her like a trans girl? Like, wouldn't that be funny? If she was like a girl? Wouldn't that be like epic? Yeah, as you can see, I was very into both My Hero Academia and Splatoon. For some reason, I had a hyperfixation of drawing them at the time. Oh wait, I had a Smash 5 character roster bingo. This was like my bingo card of like who was going to be in the game. How many of these were right? Toon Ganondorf, that was not a thing. Dixie Kong, Geno, Midna and Wolflink, Metal Sonic, Bomberman trophy. K. Rool got in. K. Rool got in. I got that part right. Tails. Sonic, please. Phoenix Wright. Chibi Robo. Decidueye. Springman. Inkling was a free space. Rex and Pyra. I was actually very close on that one. It was Pyra and Mithra. No Rex. Rex was just the Tom. But you know what? He got in. I mean, she got in, rather, but you know. Banjo-Kazooie, they got in. Waluigi, trophy, sad. Labo Man. So I saw a lot of people at the time were making a concept of, like, Nintendo Labo as, like, a character in Smash. Because, Labo was, like, a thing at the time. And if you don't know what Labo is, nobody does. Sora? Well, I don't think I got a bingo here, but hey, Sora did get in. Monster Hunter is kind of in the game as a Mii costume. Captain Toad, Eggman, Chun-Li, Chrono, Paper Mario, and the Black Mage. So hey, I got some of those predictions right. Good job, 2017 Jessie. Good job. More Splatoon. Did you want to see more Splatoon? And that one fuck-ass guy from My Hero Academia? Well, you did. Good job. They're playing soccer. The poor man's sport. Okay, there's more OKKO stuff. Why did I draw so much Splatoon and OKKO? Why did I have, like, no variety at all as a child? There's just so much of this. Oh, hey! Alright, look! Variety! Variety! I drew Breath of the Wild Zelda. And that's the end of that. Here's Mina from My Hero Academia. There you go. There's that. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, samey, drawings around here. Some of these are, like, drawings that I would then turn into digital drawings via Clip Studio Paint. Not Clip Studio. Paint Tool Sign. What I would do was, like, I would, like, draw these out, and then, I didn't have a drawing tablet at the time. So I would, like, use, like, the mouse line tool to, like, make lines and then color them that way. They look terrible. We'll probably go over them. Maybe not today. Maybe not today, because we're actually going through these a lot slower than I thought we would. I drew the Invisible Girl from My Hero Academia. I drew 3 of them as Ninja Turtles, but not the 4th one. Because fuck the 4th one, I guess. And then there's Professor Venomous from OKKO. There's a lot of OKKO stuff, more than I expected, honestly. Oh, wait, there we go. There's the full group. I did not mean to press that. I did not mean to press that! The Golem jump scare. Holy shit. I was not expecting Golem jump scare. I literally accidentally pressed a number on my keyboard, and that just showed up. Anyway, here's more sketches that I did. I got slightly better, you know? Some of them are like a little bit more like solid and have a style to them. I did Rosalina. And Splash Woman? I think, is that her name? I think her name is Splash Woman from Mega Man. What? What do you mean, what? There was no Golem on screen for a second, don't worry about that. Okay, what else do I got? Come on, something more interesting. What do I got? What else do I got? I got more OKKO. Do I have anything in this that isn't more OKKO or My Hero Academia? The answer is no. The answer is definitely not. I have Pokemon though. And woman with abs? Just a woman with abs. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this guy is. Oh, I think this is like deflated All Might Captain Falcon. I think that's what that's supposed to be anyway. I don't know why. I don't know why else I would make it a twink. Okay. We're really just like burning through some of these. I'm tired of showing off OKKO art. I don't know why I did so many. But I did like a Bowser and a Mario here as art. So there you go. Oh wait. Okay, I know we said we're not gonna make any read any comics, but here's a short one. Oh, the guy, thank you for subscribing. I don't know if the alert went off or not. I didn't see it, but I heard I didn't hear it, but I did see it in the text, but whatever. Okay, so this was like when Snake was announced to be in Smash Ultimate. So I'm gonna do a dramatic reading of that. Here's like him bouncing a ball off of like a prison cell. And Snake, you have a visitor. Oh, it's you. What do you want? Masahiro Sakurai? I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to be. Like the letter is like, oh my god, Sakurai, you're serious? Oh yes, there's just one little thing. They nerfed my what? You see, children. Oh, thank you for the 3 month subs in a row. Thank you for
Jessie
3 months with your faces.
247 Geno Groove.
So you see, children, the joke was that they shrunk Snake's ass in Smash Bros. Ultimate when he used to be dummy thick in Brawl. I do remember being like hype as fuck that Snake was in, but I did notice that he had a really small ass. Or rather, I saw like a bunch of memes about it on like Twitter. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draw a funny little comic about that. And that's about as much as that there is in this sketchbook. I feel so bad for the cover of this. RIP to this bit. Okay. Now. How much... Okay, what's in this one? There's some slightly older Pokemon stuff in this one. I don't think this one's that interesting actually to go into. What about this one? They nerfed his ass, damn son. Oh, he's a big ass Venusaur. This was also while I was in school. Honestly, not that bad of a Venusaur for at the time. Oh, this was okay. So this is a Gravity Falls art, but it was based off of the it's based off like the poster from the anime called Erased. Which if you don't know what that is, it was like a drama anime where a kid, or not a kid, a man goes back in time as a kid with unexplained time travel powers to prevent the murder of his mom and his like fellow like classmates. So that's what this art was based off of. I don't know why I made this crossover. I don't know why I made this crossover, honestly. If I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of this, like, school stuff. Oh, okay. Alright, chat. You folks wanted Sans Undertale? Here's your Sans Undertale. Yeah, there he is. You're gonna have a bad time. Oh, man. Oh my god. Wait, I can't even, like, read what half of this even says. There's like, fight, act. I thought this said bitch. It says item. I thought it said bitch. Merc. Eat. Oh, I mean, this had to have been like 2016 or so when Undertale came out. Like 2015, actually, but, you know. Undertale was freshly new at the time. And I thought that Sans was like the coolest fucking character ever. And I mean, like, you know, he still is a funny little goofy goober. Undyne. Anime is real. We're gonna be besties. Yeah, okay, so this is where I guess all of my Undertale drawings are going to be. Here's like a shittier unfinished Sans. He looks so deflated. I don't know what it is. Oh, Sans, honey, no. Okay, let's see. Another really crappy Undyne. Okay, we're going back to when I was like a little bit younger. This was like 15 or so. Still not good, but you know, better than 10-year-old. And I did want a papyrus, dude! Don't be upsetty, have some spaghetti! Oh, he almost looks good, but then I really fucked up with the teeth. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what happened there. Oh, thank you for reminding me to stretch. Thank you for reminding me to do that. I actually need that after all the hunching that I've been doing today. I tried to do that while trying to find out more sketch art that's like interesting for y'all to look at. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything that's like, okay. A lot of like Pokemon. Oh wait, hold on. Something slightly more. Oh, I think these were like my first sketches of like the new Pokemon that were out at the time. Is that a stenotype? What's a stenotype? What does that mean? I don't really know what that means. Typo, minus spelling mistake. Oh god, wait, Tantor! Okay, so I feel like a lot of people are not gonna know what this is, but back in like the like mid 2010s, Team 4-Star, the people behind Dragon Ball Z Abridged, did a Nuzlocke playthrough of like Pokemon Heart Gold, and their whole bit of like their character named Tantor, which was like this crazed fucking maniac. The entire time was like pretty funny to me, so I made fan art of that. I must get some smeebs. I love seeing all your art and stuff, though, honey. Thanks, wife. Oh my god. This fucking melted chikorita. Don't worry, the VOD will be posted, you know, tomorrow morning for you to see all of the shitty art that I've done over the years. Let's see, more sketch art. Oh, there he is, ya boy Guzma. Ya boy Guzma. Is it Guzma or Guzma? I don't think I've ever learned how to pronounce his name from Pokemon Sun and Moon. And there was like another like OC. A very unfinished Charizard that I never finished. You could tell they just fucking hated drawing Charizard with a burning passion. I don't know why I tried to draw Charizard so hard. This has nothing in it, which is weird because there's something on this side of the page. There's a Dragonite. So funny enough, I remember in our class, we were told to make like original dragons after watching How to Train Your Dragon. We will like make a design and give it a description of what it does and whatever. I just got lazy and I drew Dragonite and I tried to pass it off as like its own thing, and I guess it kind of worked. Because I don't think that my teacher asked any questions because I don't think she was familiar with Pokemon. Yeah, there's like more sketches of like people and friends and stuff. Oh, that's all there is to this one. Okay. What's in this one? Oh, okay, so this is where we have like a lot of like this is where I started to try to use like ink pen. Like draw and then ink pen. So this is like my OC again, May Summers. Who I liked drawing quite a bit back in the day. Here's some Yuri. Badly proportioned Yuri, but still Yuri, nonetheless. Sketches, Hey, Earth, you're flat! And the pun was that it was negative space. We had to draw a negative... not a negative. We had to draw a pun, and my pun was that it was negative space, because there's so much, like, negative space, and the joke is that the moon is a dick. So there was that. Oh my god, this was a thing that we had to do. Draw your favorite meme. Now, I didn't know what to draw as a meme at the time, so I just did the Smash Brothers thing of... Oh, alright. Become flat. I will become flat. Boom. Very fitting for this stream. So I did, Danny DeVito throws the trash all over the ring. Phil Swift does a lot of damage and repairs it. He's like, only flex tape. And never ask me for anything again, Masahiro Sakurai. Because, you know, there was a lot of, like, memes when Smash Ultimate was revealed. There was a lot of memes over Phil Swift because of that one JonTron video. Okay, so I don't know why this is starting from like day 26, but here we go. I did a lot of like Inktober stuff at the time. Just for my own personal thing, because I heard that like Inktober was like a thing. I don't think I ever... I think I may have posted these Steven art actually. But yeah, I did like some like Hollow Knight stuff that I think actually looks pretty good. You know? Rare, actually good art from young Jessie. Good job, young Jessie. And I did Daisy wearing like a coat and stuff that's like a reference to Gino from Super Mario RPG, which funny enough, I did not play until like last year. It was the remake, so take that for what you will. I did Boozette and a bunch of other ghosts. Here's like Napstablook, there's a Pac-Man ghost, 2 Pac-Man ghosts actually. Haunter, Ghastly, Naboo. Yeah. Is that okay? Oh, cool. There's still more My Hero Academia. Great. There's still My Hero Academia. Oh, buddy, your hand doesn't look so good. Not playing the original Super Mario RPG. I know. I've sinned. I've sinned. Jessie, that's copyright infringement. Did someone say My Hero? Yes. That's what this is on screen right now. Boom. I drew this. I looked at like the screenshot from like that one episode and I drew this. And also there's Ashley from WarioWare. Something popping off the page. I did a snake popping out of paper because I thought that was like 3-dimensional drawing. A cat cactus. It's a pun. Yeah, get it? It's a pun. I did Incineroar versus Greninja. For some reason, I don't even remember if like Incineroar was like announced as a character or not. I think it might have been. Unfinished anime girl. There's some more Ashley from WarioWare for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I tried to draw Alucard from Castlevania. The Netflix series. I said I tried. I didn't say that I did a very good job. Oh, cool. More My Hero Academia. More My Hero Academia. It really took over my teenage years. It really did. But I drew Ochako and Mina as Peach and Daisy, respectively. And there's some more of my original characters that I also did. There's like some guy running in rain as like a art thing that I needed to do. This was like a school thing, I'm pretty sure. Just a dude dramatically running in rain. Oh, okay, here we go. I did a redraw of that one frame from like the Pokemon anime. The original Pokemon anime where Ash catches Caterpie. This one actually doesn't look all that bad, honestly. I mean, Misty looks a little derpy. I'm trying to get this as close as possible so you can see the faces. And then there's Bulbasaur, but instead of a bulb, he has a pumpkin because it was Inktober and it was spooky. There's some Gravity Falls items. There was Isabelle holding gifts and stuff because it was Christmas. Apparently, even though it was just Halloween, which is weird. I think I just did these in between. Whatever. Okay, there's some more Jester sketches. This, I don't quite remember what this was. I don't think this was a reference to anything. I think this was just practice. There's a lot of practice. Yeah, more sketches of silly little guys. Oh my god, wait, Detective Pigeon! Yes, this is a thing that my friend wanted to make as like a little comic series. And we tried making like concept sketches of that. It was basically Duck Detective before Duck Detective was a thing. There's some more characters. I'm sorry you can barely see because of the barcode. Some of these, but yeah. Oh, Spider-Man, Deku. Because I was very hyper fixated on those two things. This was like more practice stuff. There's like a lot of like more of me trying to do like more human anatomy at the time. This I think was based off of like one of those make your own Spider-Man costume things. And I tried making a thing based off of that. Can you snap or whistle? I can snap. I can't whistle. I can't whistle to save my life. I can snap though. There you go. Can a lot of people not snap? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, there's like more May sketches. I think this is one I particularly really liked because I liked how she was like more stylized, and now her hair is in a ponytail rather than being long. I tried to make her like more of like a stylized character. I don't know if you can tell, but out of all my OCs, I really like drawing her the most. Yeah, I did a lot of like concept stuff with her. And these guys also, I guess. I'm not really sure what these are. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting of how I'm supposed to position this. Lots and lots of me trying to practice anatomy. I can whistle, but I can't stop to save my life. Really? Is it like you can only have one, but not the other? Yeah, more OCs. Me trying to draw like a wolf man, which, you know, isn't like terrible. More like concept characters. You would be surprised. Oh my god. Oh, look. Look, guys, look! More My Hero Academia! More of that for some reason. Women-based. Oh, the Link's Awakening remake came out. And I did this little, like, Link. And I also did this because of, like, the new Pokemon, Sword and Shield. Hi, hello, young man! You really shouldn't ride your bike around here. There's a time and place for... And then someone splashes water on him with the water bike. And then he flips him off. Because, like, the whole joke was that, like, you can't ride your bike here. There's a time and place for that. And, I thought it'd be funny because, you know, they have a water bikes in Sword and Shield. So, yeah, that was my... that was my very funny, comic making fun of that. Ready to have your past judge? Oh, we've been judging our past. We still are. Oh my god, wait, I did another one of these! Whoa, a Dynamax Raichu! Don't worry, laddies, I got this! Oh yeah, I forgot the whole thing was that she was Scottish. Go Wailord! Dynamax Wailord, and then it was just crushing millions! Millions found dead in the Galar region. Okay, that's still kind of funny. And you know what? Pretty decently well drawn. I will say. Good job, Past Jessie. Good job. Where's my applaud button? Also, I feel like I should go back to normal Jessie. Where's my applaud button? Gamers. An actually decently, like, well drawn and kind of funny comic from my past. Good job. I don't know why you drew this Luigi so intense. I don't know why, but it's kind of funny. Oh my god, wait. I did one for, like, Milo. Nice to meet you, Milo. Let's have a fair match. I snap you like a fucking twig. I think I was just, like, intimidated because he was, like, so, like, huge, but had, like, a little baby face. And I thought that was, like, really funny. Okay, what else do I have here? Some more sketches, some more practice sketches, another Wolfman. I don't know if this was supposed to be a character or if this was just more practice, but not bad. Not bad. I think we're getting to, like, more and more recent stuff. Here's, like, a sketch of Sonic that I did. I tried to, like, make it, like, an actual Sonic pose. And, it actually looks like Sonic this time, so good job, me. More, practice sketches. Oh, okay, here we go. Ooh, this was 2019. Yeah, look at this spooky shit. I don't even know how well the line quality makes out on the camera. But yeah, I tried to, you know, really experiment around this time. So this was like the girl from The Ring, basically. Very spoopy. He's a guy without a brain in his head. I'm pretty sure these were all supposed to have, like, specific themes going on. I cannot remember them for the life of me. I think this is, like, headless or something. Looks kind of gorillas-ish. There's, like, fish. You know what that means. Fish! Oh yeah, also I used to go by the handle Awkward Potato. And that name would kind of carry over to, you know, my Twitch name. I didn't know that I drew Adventure Time, actually. I didn't know that I drew Adventure Time, because I didn't actually watch that much of it. Oh, there's, like, this, like, Peach one that I think is actually kind of cute. This was, like, based off, like, costume from Mario Odyssey. Okay, what else? Oh, no, and here it's a black and white version of that. So, I drew that twice. And then there's a Luigi. That's just kind of it. It is, in fact, a Luigi. There's a husky. There's Susie from Little Witch Academia again. I was really into that anime when it came out. And I was really hoping that there was going to be a season 3. There never was. Oh, I did a Shedinja. You can see that I actually kind of, like, improved over the years, because now they're, like, they look like the things that they're supposed to, you know? I did a Toon Link. The spider web, I think, was actually kind of, like, lazy, but webs are hard to draw. Webs are hard to draw, but hey, what a step up. We went from, hold on. What a step up. We went from, where's my old Toon Link drawing? We went from, this to this. Amazing what, like, 10 years can do to a person. Incredible. Okay, there's, like, more days left in this, I think. Oh, right. Oh, I drew like, Celeste. I did this Dragonite from that one Pokemon anime episode. This character from Fire Emblem Three Houses? I don't know their name. I think they're from Three Houses. Pretty sure. I did Bastion again from Overwatch. I basically redrew that one pose that he does. Trying to do, like, mechanical stuff, and it kind of works, but, you know, you can tell there's not a whole lot of depth to a lot of the actual mechanical bits. Because, drawing robots is hard. I don't know if you folks knew this. There's Zelda, Breath of the Wild, there's an Eevee, there's some jack-o'-lantern ornaments, there's Wooloo, and there's one that's like, that's a black sheep. Is there a shiny version of Wooloo that's like a black sheep? Because if not, then that's like a huge missed opportunity. I don't want to look that up to be sure, but you know. Oh, boo. Boo! I did Stranger Things fan art. Boo! Oh my god, I hate Stranger Things. Oh god. Oh man. I mean, I liked the first season, but I started to not like it once it was revealed that, you know, the actors are Zionists. But yeah, I was really into Stranger Things at the time. Like the first 2 seasons, and then it horribly dropped off. Also, perspective of shooting, stepping on a Lego. A singular toe for free. There you go. I officially drew feet. At one point, it was with socks on, but it's still feet. There's Ocarina of Time Link. And then there's, it's Luigi and, oh my god, what's her name? Polly Geist from Monster Prom. I drew them together because I thought it would be funny.
Time to cancel Munther.
What do you mean cancel Munther? Listen, in my defense, they were like actual children at the time, so they didn't have horrible political opinions yet. Oh, apparently I liked it so nice that I did it twice, but this time with more ghost girls. So there was Boozette, Spooky, Polly, and whatever the pink ghost is from Pac-Man. With fuck me eyes. I don't know why I drew it with fuck me eyes. So that you know it's a Goyle. There's Anka from Animal Crossing. This was before I knew how horribly popular she was on the internet. I just thought that she was neat. Oh, and I did Little Mac. I did Little Mac, and I did Kirby. Actually, not bad proportions on Little Mac. I'm actually surprised. Like, I feel like the shoulder here is like a little weird, but like, hey, actually decent proportions for once. Show was meh enough after the first 2 seasons, but learning all that was nailed the coffin for me. Yeah. Thank fuck that show is ending. Pinky? Is it really Pinky? Is it not like... I mean, I probably should have expected that, honestly. But yeah, hi Jaylee. We're cringing at some of my old art. A lot of the early stuff was a lot more cringy. Now this is like where I started to actually kind of improve. This is upside down for some reason, but here you go. More of my OCs. And practice sketches. Yeah, hand reveal. Woo! I almost knocked my monitor over doing that. I'm not gonna do that again. Oh my god, did I do all this backwards? What the fuck? Oh, wait, no, I know what this was for. Okay, so... Alright, story time. So, in high school, in, like, one of my last years of high school, I took, like, an extra year of high school so I could take part of this program that would basically let me try out going to college for animation class. Because at the time, I wanted to study animation and make my own, like, webtoons and stuff. That never really went through, but we were given assignments to make storyboards based off of certain fairy tales. I did mine based off of, like, Peter Pan. So this is like a bunch of, like, Captain Hook drawings. And I tried practicing, like, doing, like, poses and stuff. Again, it never really worked out, sadly. I don't think I really passed. But I tried to make, you know, some silhouettes. Tried to draw him digging, like, a cannonball as, like, practice of, like, silhouettes and stuff. I could probably, like, do it better now. Make Jessie do art streams. I mean, I did used to do those, but I was I got very uncomfortable trying to, like, draw live in front of people. Now, showing off some old stuff to laugh at them, I'm all down for. Here's some, like, more, like, practice sketches and stuff. Yeah, leg reveal. If you want to see toes, you gotta pay up, okay? Pay for the charity right here. And like here. Pay for the charity, and I'll consider showing off my toes. Anyway, here's like, it's like Peter Pan, but what if, like, she was like a girl and, like, epic? So, based Peter. We make Jessie get better at drawing and animation. Even I offer to join assistance. I'm not really passionate about, like, the idea of animation anymore. I used to really be into the idea, but I feel like my passion is more ventured into, like, streaming, just because I have a lot of fun interacting with you folks. Topic's scandalous. Yeah, I probably should have worn socks just because of this, but I didn't think that far ahead. Oh, here is oh god, what the fuck is that kid's name from My Hero Academia with the half hot, half cold? Todoroki? I think his name is Todoroki. Him, but wearing Death the Kid's fit from Soul Eater. That reminds me, I've got like an old drawing of, like, Luffy somewhere in my closet, but I feel like it's gonna be too much effort to look for it now. I don't know what that is. This is a practice thing. I have a very flat face on this person. I don't know why. Shoto Todoroki. Yeah. Some Spooderman and Venom. I'm honestly shocked that I never drew a whole lot of Spider-Man. Because, I don't know if you know this about me, folks, but Spider-Man is, like, one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Streamers don't wear socks. So true. Is this anything? No. But this is another thing that I drew for school. It was another, like, practicing, like, anatomy kind of thing. It was basically, like, you know, poor man's Punch-Out. I'm pretty sure that there's, like, a full color version of this somewhere. Oh, I did art of, Wolf and Dark Samus for some reason. Could not tell you why, but here they are with their wacky elbow proportions. I never really did get the hang of, like, drawing, like, proper bodies, but, here's some Hero Academia X, Monster Prom fan art. I think that there's a digital version of this, and that's what this was the base for. Okay, this is nothing. This is more practice sketches. Oh, I think this is art of, like, Poppy from Xenoblade. Specifically Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Because, I kind of fell in love with the characters in that game. And then there's, like, some OC stuff and some practice stuff. A lot of practice stuff. This dude just straight up JoJo posing. I feel like this is supposed to be a character from Xenoblade, but you can't make out any of the details because it's so smudged. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Here's just straight up art of the characters from Xenoblade Chronicles. I forget the name of, like, this funny little guy. Honestly. Smash Enjoyer detected. Yeah, dude. Who doesn't like a good game of Smash, honestly? Alright, this was, like, one of the, ways that you were supposed to, like, apply for the college route. You're supposed to draw this bunny character, like, on model in, like, different poses. I did not pass. There's a stream deck. Oh, yeah. You can see all the colorful buttons that are on this. In fact, let me show y'all. Boom. Behind the scenes character reveal. Boom. The wire doesn't actually go that far, so I'm not gonna go that far. I drew the cat girl from Monster Prom because I thought she was hot. That's basically what it boils down to. I drew her again. I forget her name, but I thought that she was really cute. Not a furry, by the way. Although I could be. Yeah, I tried doing Peter Pan, but as a girl, Captain Hook, and Wendy? I really tried to do, you know, silhouette poses to make sure that you knew what the characters were if they were black and white. Didn't really work out that well. I suck at drawing so much. You know what, Jaylee? I feel that, but it's all a matter of, like, practice. Just know, you're always going to be better than the AI bros that need a machine to draw for them. Especially if they need to draw a goddamn stick figure with AI. Fucking Taco Bell, I'm looking at you. But yeah, here's, like, more of, like, that. It does not look good. I'm not surprised that it did not get into that college. Oh, sorry. I had a... Oh, something's going on with my throat. There's that one machine girl from My Hero Academia. Again, a lot of My Hero Academia. I tried to be as on model as possible with this bunny. Didn't really work. Did not really work. Yes, Sonic Heroes Remix bingo. Let's fucking go. I've been talking about this like nonstop, but I would love just stream Sonic Heroes again all these years later. Here's more OKKO. Here's more Jiro. For some reason, I really liked drawing Jiro. I think her name. That's her name. I forget her name. The headphone jack girl. Oh, this was me drawing my room from like on top of like my bed. This was like my room at the time, back when I lived with my parents. I miss OKKO. Dude, you miss so much OKKO fan art. I did a lot of those. Oh yeah, here's like another perspective shot. I'm gonna make sure that I get all of my personal information and my address and zip code in these. Yeah, more of this kind of art. Okay, I think this was like another like concept that I had of like Nightmare Bear or Bear Wire or Mr. Stitches. This just like reminds me of like that one like Digimon that was like a giant teddy bear. I really don't remember much about that. Here's like hand sketches. The best drawn hand so far, and it's not even like that great. This one looks like so wonky and weird. Are we getting into a FNAF phase? Weirdly enough, I don't think I ever drew FNAF. Oh yeah, like here's Rex from Xenoblade. Again, I was really into Xenoblade. Specifically Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Never played the first one. Here's, Eraserhead, a snake, which I eventually made into a digital drawing. I remember that much. Yeah, I don't think I ever drew, like, the FNAF robots. I don't think I ever could have because, you know, they're robots, and for some reason, I hated drawing robots. I don't know what this is. I think this was a character from OKKO? It's like Cloud Girl? I honestly don't remember. I don't know if there's like an OC or not. It's been so long since I've watched that show. Because I remember, again, back when I used to draw on like Amino, I would like have like art contests where I would draw people's like OCs. You know, but yeah, doing art for free. Oh shit, Goku? We have Goku at home. I actually don't remember if this was like before Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 2 was a thing or not. Sunshine is her name. Okay, so she is an actual character. Okay. Alright, and very, very messy end to this sketchbook. A lot of like doodling of characters, tried to do like a cartoony pose. This funny little rat that I called Cheddars with a Z because he's extreme. Alright, that's the end of that sketchbook. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's like slightly more interesting sketches that I can highlight. Because there's a lot of like, okay, yeah. Here's like a little bit closer to modern day. A little bit closer. I think this is like 2020s or so. So I named the main character Sam Willows. I feel like nowadays I would probably make this a girl rather than like a guy. Yeah, I got like a little bit more stylized and decently proportioned here. Again, very, very Deku, but like, you know, but like Shaggy, I guess. The COVID-19 pandemic. I don't know if this was during the pandemic. It might have been. Yeah, there's May again. I decided like to give her like a cute color scheme of like light blue and then yellow and then black and then yeah. I did a lot of sketches with this. Oh, we are getting more modern. Okay, we're getting a lot more modern. And I'll tell you why in a second. But first, here, I drew Vi from a Bugs. Oh god, it's like a Paper Mario inspired game. I forget the name. Bugs something. Bugs Fable, I think it's called. The drawing looks a little like Scott Pilgrim. Wait, what does? What looks like Scott Pilgrim? What, like this? Or like, oh, this one. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could say like the Scott Pilgrim influence on this one. Weirdly enough, I think I do have a drawing in one of these somewhere that was me in the Scott Pilgrim style. Yeah, so I drew Vi from a Bugs Fables, which was like a Paper Mario inspired RPG that I really liked. Yeah. There's a lot of practice sketches, but the reason why I know that this is way more modern. First of all, I tried to get real fancy, tried to use like ink pens to like make them a lot more like solid drawings. Yeah, a lot more practice there. But I'm pretty sure I saw it briefly. I don't know where it is. I saw a drawing of one of the friends of ours. Oh, also I drew that one cat that everyone was weirdly obsessed with when Animal Crossing New Horizons. I forget his name, but I had him on my island, and apparently he's like super rare. Raymond, that's his name. And apparently, it was weird. So yeah, this is like 2020. This is like 2020. This is like really close. People were like obsessed with this cat. He was like Tumblr's sexy man. People were apparently doing like black market trades for like this specific cat. I do not know why. It was weird. I also did like a practice sketch of or more like studying shapes and stuff from like this guy from Symbiotic Titan, which I watched like the first couple episodes of, and I was like, ooh man, this Gennady Tarkovsky guy, maybe he knows some stuff, you know. And of course now he's making a movie about, you know, dogs with assholes on screen, so you know. Yeah, I didn't actually watch that much of that show, but from what I saw, I was like, yo, this looks like cool as fuck. And there's like the main guy from that. Yeah, I was basically trying to like study like the shapes of that. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Oh, you mean you didn't see the trailer for is it new movie Fixed? Don't let me get to that. Yeah, here's like some slightly more defined drawings. Yeah, from like 5 years ago. This is not bad. Did I make his shirt say 69 or 64? We will never know. Yeah, more mouth and eye practice drawings, which are so much better. The show got taxed right off. Oh, yeah, that tends to happen. Yeah, a lot of like eye and mouth studying. Sketches, yeah. Bit more like rough sketches, but I was getting like a little bit better at like doing like poses and stuff. Just a little bit. Yeah. Oh wait, I think this is supposed to be Luz in like her otter suit. That's right, Owl House was out at the time. And also a very, very faint sketch of Hornet from Hollow Knight. Very faint. Oh, yeah. Okay. You can definitely tell that Owl House was out at the time. Because I started drawing Ida and Amity. I really liked drawing Amity for some reason. I think it was the fact that, like, she was, like, super gay. And I was like, oh my god, Yuri. I love Yuri. Okay, this is how you can tell that this was like, you know, one of the more recent ones. Because now we have a drawing of like Amara. I tried drawing this for like Amara for like her birthday. And I drew her own little Pachyrisa with a tiny knife. I thought that would be funny. The FF is supposed to stay for Foo Fighters, I think. Man, I wish I could draw. You can draw if you just practice, you know? If there's anything to go by, you know? If you look at all the art that I've been showing off on my stream, you can get slightly better over time. Yeah, this was like a Amara. I think I actually did like a digital version of this, with like color and everything. Oh, yes. Okay, I definitely remember. This is from when I was like streaming. Okay, no one is going to remember this, but like early in my streaming career, I did a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Emerald, and this is supposed to be like Chiquito's Minun or Puzzle. I don't remember which one it was, and we drew them as Captain Falcon because they use Mega Punch. And I drew a little Totodile because I thought that Totodile was cute. Yes, learn art. Yeah. This is where I started to become friends with like Bia and everyone because I drew ourselves as SpongeBob and Patrick. Oh wait, this is like post-trans Jessie. Oh my god, wait, when was this? This must have been like 2021 or 2022. I tried to do art for Bastion for their birthday. I never did end up like finishing this, but I tried to do something nice for them at the time. It's the beginning of Trans Jessie arc. And I did another one Bastion with Sableye. Yeah, then I met JL Draws. Of course, our friend Jam. I think I did some doodles of Jam. We will go over some digital stuff, because I did do some digital art of friends. Did they do some, like, art of, like, Succubus Jessie? Some practice drawings of that? Boob. Smile. I missed your art. Don't worry, Nukimi. I'm gonna post this VOD on YouTube on my archive channel. Oh, I think I tried sketching myself as, like, Android 21 from Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yeah. I think these were just, like, generic people. I don't think these are supposed to be anything. This is just, like, practice. Early concept Jessie. Early fan art Bia as Knuckles. My god. Here I come. Rougher than Knuckles. The best of Knuckles. Tougher than Knuckles. Oh my god, is this really how he drew Bia? Oh my god, I did not do them justice. Oh yeah, here's like a more modern drawing of one of my OC characters from earlier, Rika Rampart. I believe that...
If you had a nickel for every birthday drawing you didn't finish, you would cry.
yeah. I mean, I finished some of them. But yeah, I did show her off a little bit earlier. This is like a more defined version of her. Rampart was like the last name that like Vicky came up with back when I was like trying to like write this story. She was like muscle lady. There's a bit of like eye bags going on. There is a digital version out there that exists. So, here's Bia and Ivy. I think this was like, this might have been like before they were in a relationship, actually. I just drew them together like this because it was funny. I forgot that I made this. And then there's like more of like me and Bia. I think this is still like trans Jessie era. I feel like there has to be like some kind of like art from before I was trans. I feel like I saw some of that like around here. Yeah, and then there's like us like SpongeBob and Patrick, because you know I know how much they like SpongeBob, and I to an extent also really like SpongeBob, so I tried drawing us together as SpongeBob and Patrick because we were besties, and we're still besties. We're still very much besties. I did a lot of art of Bia as a SpongeBob. Oh yeah, this was like a sketch. I was gonna try to like recreate basically what my experience was watching Sonic Movie 2, because I had my Sonic mask, which is not detailed here. I had like a Sonic hat, and I don't know if this was like a Sonic popcorn bucket. I still have those, by the way. I have like a Sonic mask from COVID, because you know, again, this was like 2022, so I went to this in theaters with friends. So we still kind of had to wear a mask, but like, you know, we could still go to theaters. So there's that. Unfinished sketches of me and Bia as besties. There's like another like OC I tried doing poses for, and I don't know what this face is over at the top, over at the right here. I don't know if he's like talking or what. I think it just was like, fuck it. Just have him doing whatever. Okay, let's see. What else do I have here? What else do I have? Oh my god, wait! There's Lib! I forgot that I drew Lib on paper. Oh my god. I think I was trying to like doodle them for like their birthday. Of course, I ended up making like a way like better drawing. Which again, I don't know how much time we're gonna have to go over digital art because we've been doing a lot of like hand-drawn stuff. Who Lib and sorry I'm being no. Lib, also known as Liberty, is another like streamer friend who's like also like an artist, like an actual artist. I say also as if I'm an artist, but I'm really not. But they're phony, so you know, they're bare. Oh, I was trying to like sketch myself as like succubus. Yeah, this was like after seeing Ivy draw me as a succubus.
Speaking of retro, I need to go back replaying some old video games from my childhood.
Yeah.
Like the PS1 and PS2 games. There are some games I missed as a kid.
Yeah, do that. Why not? You're an artist. Again, I don't really do a lot of art these days. Oh my god, wait. I did one of these memes, but with Bia? Oh my god, I don't even remember this. This is rude. That is their antenna. Their little hair strand. They will get brain damage if you pick them up that way. Hold their hand out and let them climb on when they are ready. I forgot that I did this. I honestly don't remember this one at all. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Maybe Younger Me was cooking. Okay, me trying to like practice like anime like attack moves or whatever, and like more like sketches of like my OCs. I think I started drawing like the main character that I had as like a girl instead of a guy, because I thought like maybe I should make them like a girl instead. I think that would be like way cuter as of a design. Little did I know it's because I was trans all along. More OC sketches. Kind of. You can tell that they were just very much sketches and not full-on drawings. Is there anything else in this one? Oh, is that it? Oh, that's it for this one. Okay. Well, since we are here, since we are in the more modern Jessie age, I think we might just go through, like, one more, book. One more modern book. I tried to do like a little parody with like the Owl House. This was just this comic just boils down to me doing the hey meme from Spider-Verse, where like hey, and again this was like season 1 era of like Owl House, so this was like when Amity had the green hair pronouns rather than purple hair and pronouns. I'm not gonna read all of this to you, because I can barely read it as is anyway. Oh, yeah, okay, I definitely remember drawing, my friend's OC and my OC as gay lovers, because we thought that they would be cute together. That's basically all that it amounted to. This was my friend's character, this was my character. We thought, fuck it, let's just have them be gay. Fuck it, this guy is a bisexual icon now, I've decided. I did a doodle of Luce and Amity as Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I think when this show came out, it really like sparked that part of, you know, fandom within me. Like back when, like, you know, when Undertale was out, everybody was making art of that. This like sparked like that era of me of like, I just gotta draw these characters. Do you still play Fortnite? I've only kind of really started playing recently. Only because of Hank Hill and Hatsune Miku. So yeah, I kind of play Fortnite. One of my earliest Bia drawings ever. I'm pretty sure this has to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is when I first, like, met Bia. and like try to like doodle fan art of them. I don't know if I ever showed them this. But hey, Bia, if you're watching this in a VOD, or if someone takes a screen cap of this and shows you later, hi? Oh, I did more Inktober stuff. More Inktober stuff. I did a Sharpedo, fish, and, a Wisp Lady that wasn't anything specific. I just thought that this looked cool. When did you first meet Bia? Like, 2021, right? I think that's when we, like, first, like, met and started, like, becoming friends. I don't know, like, what, like, what month, like, specific or anything, but I distinctly remember I was, like, a year into streaming at the time. And, a friend of mine introduced me to Bia via their art streams. I saw that they were, like, drawing something from, like, 3 Houses or Owl House. I don't remember which one. And I was like, oh, hey, Bia, I also like Fire Emblem 3 Houses. And they were like, okay, we're best friends now. Here's Bulk-Bugan. Yes. If you know Vine Sauce Vark Skeletor, you know who this guy is. Bulk-Bugan. Oh, hi, Bia. Bia, this was the earliest fan art that I've ever made of you. I don't know if you were here to see this, but here you go. This was like 2021 era of Bia. I showed off like a lot of art that I drew of us when we first became friends, because that's kind of gay. I don't remember if I ever showed you this or not. I think I was too shy. Oh yeah, it was like Gum from Jet Set Radio, because that was another theme. You did not! I think it was like too shy at the time. I think that's why I didn't do that. There's a theme for like Blade, so I drew Sakurai with this diamond sword. I'm legit emotional right now, what the fuck? But yeah, you missed so much like early art. Oh, there's like the Germa rat. Rats. Oh, the rats. I drew a Rattata. I did Ida from the Owl House. Oh, I did a even gayer Ida. Because that woman had a grasp on my soul. I think this is supposed to be like Mario 64 Bowser, so long gay Bowser. It's really faded out, so you can't really tell. Oh, hey, there's Soul. There's Soul Eater. There's a Bomberman. There's a Fire Mario. Dang it, I hate being late. Don't worry, Bia. I will have the VOD uploaded tomorrow so that you can see all of my old art that I used to do as a child. But right now we're into like the more like modern stuff. Like here's like another Breath of the Wild Zelda, and here's Frisk Undertale. The theme was Hope, so I drew Frisk. A lot more like defined than I normally would have. Here's Hootie. I'm really not sure how the line art is translating on the video. It looks a little wonky on my camera, but it's fine. Banana. Oh yeah, that is true. Tomorrow we're doing Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night, because that was also a charity reward. Oh yeah, more practice making like lips with like pen, ink. Oh, I think this one I didn't even like draw like a sketch. I just like went straight into like sketching with like the pen. I thought that was like a good like practice to do. Dune, I did a lot of bones. Oh, right. Okay, this is from Breath of the Wild also. I can tell because that's supposed to be Link. I think that's supposed to be Link. But like really, really, really small. And yes, I do have a Zora Titty mouse pad. Reveal. Is one of like the Dark Nut. The Dark Nut? I think that's what he's called from Zelda. I'm not really sure which Zelda this is supposed to be. I think this is supposed to be like the Toon Link Zelda or whatever. It's just like a shitty tower that I didn't want to draw. But it was part of the Inktober thing, so I did it. Wind Waker, yeah. I did the soldier from Team Fortress 2, because the thing was Rocket. Weirdly well done, I think, for like a human proportioned character. It doesn't look like he's really holding the gun at all. You can see that, like, I kind of misaligned the thing where the handle is supposed to be and the hand is, but I mean, for what it is, it's like, okay. You know, a lot better than the other shit that I did. Oh, hey, here's Storm. Before Marvel Rivals made her even more popular than she already is. I mean, I don't think you can make Storm any more popular, because it's Storm. But yeah, I did, like, the punk rock Storm as, like, one of the prompts. A trap, I drew a mimic. My name is Jessie. I drew the mimic. It was difficult to put the art pieces together. I drew a spin dub because the theme was dizzy. I didn't really know what else to do. I did fan art for this one webcomic that I really enjoyed. The Little Trash Mermaid. I don't know if anybody is really familiar with that. But I actually did this on, like, DeviantArt. Back when I actually used to use DeviantArt. Nowadays, I don't, for obvious reasons. But I think the actual, like, creator of the webcomic did comment on this. I think. And you know what? That made me feel real good that I actually got, like, recognized by, like, a creator. And I also felt pretty proud of how this one turned out. I think this is basically, like a redraw from, like, one of the panels or something, but I really liked it. Cue the X-Men from the 90s theme song. I actually really did like the 90s cartoon back when I had, like, a VHS episodes of it. 25 is about to be 25 years old. Damn. And they ruined their reputation by using AI art. Crazy. Here's King. The Eepy Boy. Actually really solid on this one. I'm surprised that there's not a whole lot of, like, messy sketch lines. It's just, you know, pretty straightforward. Yeah, again, really into Owl House. Still am. Owl House is goated. I did Min Min and Kirby and Smash. I like the restaurant. If there's anything that you probably could have picked up on during this entire time, you know that I don't do backgrounds at all. I don't do any background details, like, at all. Have you played ARMS? I actually did. I was actually super into it when it first came out. And then over time, I kind of realized how lame the overall package was and how quickly they abandoned it. I also miss Owl House, but yeah, I miss it so much. Oh, right, okay, so Rip and Tear, Animal Crossing, and Doom, because this was a crossover everybody was doing at the time. Actually, not too bad on this one. I'm actually surprised. This is not that bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Shovel Knight. Dude, I was, like, obsessed with Shovel Knight on, like, my 3DS back when that first came out. Super bass, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, the theme for this one was Dig, so I redrew this one scene from the opening cutscene of Shovel Knight. I still really love Shovel Knight. I really want to try doing the other campaigns that they released with, like, King Knight and Leg Knight and all that stuff. Hyper based. Super ultra mega hyper based. That's rough, buddy. You know, not the smoothest Zuko face, but, you know, could have been a lot worse. Doot. Insert trumpet noise here. The theme of this one was Hide, so I did Solid Snake and Donkey Kong. It was funnier in my head. Would have been even better if it was, like, the explanation point, but whatever. Oh my god, I was into Yakuza at the time! Dame, dame. Dame-o, dame, nani-o. Yeah, I tried redrawing, that one song from Yakuza 0. Ultra Bass. Oh man, I really want to play a Yakuza game on stream one of these days. Not this Budazuka face, I could have done worse. His dad probably after getting him the scar. But yeah, haven't told you how much I love you. Amogus. To be fair, this was before Among Us became a meme. This is before it became annoying to play Among Us. Oh yeah, I did a little sketch of Loose and that Monster Ida. Just a little one. That skunk guy from Animal Crossing Kicks, I think his name is. And as much as I love you, Jessie, that's pretty gay. It's pretty gay. Oh yeah, unfinished sketch of Loose and Amity. Again, I was a huge Lumity shipper, still am, but you know. Ominous. Siren Head. Y'all fucking remember Siren Head? This was like a huge creepypasta thing that like took off in like these like fan games, and then people just kind of stopped talking about it. Y'all remember that? Apparently I drew that. It is pretty spoopy, so I'll give it that. Okay, what else was there? Oh yeah, here's some more, like, OC doodles. This is my boy, Dan. Dan the man. Daniel... I think his name was Daniel Kane. That was, like, his name. So, his whole thing was that, like, he was kind of like a wolf man, but also he did fire, so he's like a hellhound. And, I kind of tossed around what his personality would be from, like serious edgelord to basically Ryuji from Persona. Where I'd have him be, like, the loyal best friend, and he would be really, really stupid. He was a himbo, and I love that about him. Dan reminds me of Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury. You know what? I can see that. I can see that. This Venom would have been a lot better if he had a bigger ass, but alas, this was a Venom. All right, and that's the end of like that Inktober. But there's a lot of practice sketches here. A lot of facial practice sketches. Some of them actually look pretty decent, others not so much. I particularly like this one. This one is fun. I like that one. No twerking for Venom. Yeah, I did like a lot of like practice eye sketches and stuff. There's more doodles of Leaf from Pokemon Leaf Green for some reason. Yeah, to be fair, it was before Marvel Rivals gave him a dummy thick butt. Okay, so here's some like more sketches of like random people, more drawings of lips, and some sketch art of another streamer friend of mine, Miso Kaneko. Back when she had like this like cat avatar with like soup on her head. I feel like I have some like more sketch art of her somewhere. Oh, I drew Erica from fucking Catherine. So this must have been like late 2020. So like I definitely remember playing this game for the first time on stream and thinking, oh my god, this girl is so cute, I want to draw her. That shit looks like the battle pass. You know what? Shit, it does look like the battle pass, Squidchu. You're so right. And I did some more like emoji kind of practice here. And here's like another sketch of like Miso's icon avatar. Yeah, I really, really tried to get the fucking bull and make a decent looking cat at the same time. It turns out about as well as you would probably think. I don't remember... Oh, I think this is supposed to be, like, Male Peach. I think this was, like, fan art of, like, Male Peach that I saw on, like, Twitter or something, and I tried to draw that. Oh, wait, guys! Look! Look! Beta Jessie. Beta Potato Jessie. We did it. We found concept Jessie Potato. We did it. Beta Jessie. Also, Jessie before the boobs. This is how I would usually draw myself, with this hairstyle, which almost looks like what I have now. That is the closest to how I looked in most of my art before I did the whole Super Hardcore Potato thing and before I became the Queen of the Pimples. More anatomy drawing. I tried drawing muscle back. Did not work out very well with the arms here, but, you know. I got very lazy with drawing practice sketches. More original characters, I think? I'm not sure if this is practice or if this was like a supposed to be original character. I think she was. Not sure about this. I feel like this may have been another concept design for my main character at the time, but it's like, what if this, but girl? The same. I did the same thing for myself. What if myself, but girl? Oh, I did like a little sketch of that one. What was that like? Oh, thank you for reminding me to stretch. What was that like game that had like a treasure with like this punk princess girl, and it turned out to be like a trailer for like an indie game about like a dodgeball or whatever that lived for like a year. I don't really remember that, but I liked her design. I thought she was cute. Is there more than fun? Yeah. Okay. There she is. There she is. Okay. Way more. Okay. Way better. Way better sketch of her though. Gotta be able to get things done. This was a cute stream though. Thanks for sharing your art. Oh, thanks, the guy. Yeah. Princess Charms. Yes, that was her name. I thought she was so damn cute, and it was such wasted potential that she wasn't in an actual game. She was just in a trailer for a fake game within the game. But I thought that she was like so fucking cute, so I decided to draw her because they were cowards. And yeah, I did like another sketch of her. Oh, okay. We're getting to the era where I started getting into Demon Slayer. I tried drawing this dude from Demon Slayer. I forget the name because I haven't actually watched the anime since like season 1. But I really liked him. I don't know what's going on with this Lego hand here. That's a little weird. Inosuke. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Beta Jessie before transition and a Bia Doodle. So yeah, this was pre-transition Jessie. I need to go to therapy, but if you're still on when I am back, I will be sure to drop by again. We need to draw together, Jessie. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Bia, but thank you. And again, a VOD will be up on my archive channel tomorrow. So you can see the more inexperienced Jessie stuff. Tiny Bia to make me cry on therapy. There's gotta be more. There's gotta be more sketches of Bia in here somewhere. I tried doing a Totodile. Some more vague sketches. Oh my god, wait! Another Bia! Another Bia! Look at that! Go for it, Bia. I think this was like I filled the hearts in with like Dorothea at the time or something. It's based on like that one Twitter trend. Bia, go to therapy. Stop looking at this art that I made for you 4 years ago, please. Oh yeah, here's more pre-transition Jessie. Yeah. Not really a whole much to say, but like this is typically how I would draw myself, yeah. Oh, and then that's it. That's it for this one. That's it. Okay. I have like 2 more of these big-ass sketchbooks here. We're gonna go through these ones a little quickly. Because these are like older, this is more high school stuff. So we're not gonna get any more BS stuff through here. Animals wearing clothes. A cat, and a sweater, and a mouse and a shoe, I think that's what that is, I don't even know. Yeah, you can see that I didn't really use all the space very well. Dinosaur bones. I drew a Noivern, because I thought that Noivern was like one of the coolest fucking Pokemon from Sun and Moon. So I drew that. I drew Lunala. I totally didn't have to look up what her name was. Yeah, you could smell the amount of like pencil crayon that I used for this. Okay, yeah, this stuff is like a little less polished. I think I was mainly just doing school stuff in this one. Oh my god. Okay. Hold the alarm. I found Ruby fan art. Oh, back when I tried getting into Ruby, I think the 4th season was out at this point. And oddly enough, like, after that, I didn't watch any more of it. Self-portrait. Me, but very lazily drawn and cartoony. My pet dog that I had at the time. Although you could barely tell with how messed up the mouth is. This Articuno. I did a lot of Pokemon drawings in these. I think this was like another like villain concept that I had of like they're like die faces where they have like the numbers on their faces. They're kind of like the Reggies from Pokemon, except not. Yeah, there's more Salad, which is basically just my Venusaur, but as a human. Very, very early sketches of Rika, which is my rock lady. More sketches of me and friends. My friend doing a JoJo pose with a mustache for some reason. Could not tell you why. And then I drew him as Reinhardt. As Reinhardt. Weirdly enough, this is like pretty well done with like the armor suit. I don't know why I did such a detailed job on that. Well, as detailed as I could have possibly gotten, by the way. Enough to the point where you know what it's referencing. More Johnny Bravo crab. Oh, I drew Lucamine in her fucking evil jellyfish form that she has in Pokemon Sun and Moon. More Pokemon. I did a Zelda. The Pokemon. But me, not Nuzlocke me. I think this was supposed to be like Wendy, but in the Rick and Morty style. I don't know why. I guess I was into Rick and Morty at the time. Also, Gravity Falls. Also, Link in the Don't Starve style, but he stabbed the fairy. Because, you know, funny. It's Don't Starve. If you don't know what Don't Starve is, well, there you go. Is that you? In a pullover hoodie? Yeah, that was how I drew myself at the time, yeah. Here's, like, that girl from Invader Zim. I don't know her name. Yaz? I think her name is? I never actually watched Invader Zim, I just drew them. Oh, that one villainous... That one cartoon on Cartoon Network pilot. That one pilot. I think they did make that a show, but it was only in Mexico. So, you know. That explains why you never saw any more of that. Oh yeah, here's like another D&D one that I did with my OCs. They're fighting a dragon, they're at a table, they're all just having a good time. Except for him, because he's dead. I guess. I guess that was the thing. I honestly don't know much about what's going on there. Oh. Wow, there's not a lot in this one either. Okay. Alright, well I guess I do have one more sketchbook to go through, maybe? Oh, not even. Okay. There's not a lot in this one, but this is me just before I found out that I liked
C minor. Put it in C minor.
Oh my god, wait, no, no, Twitch, no, no, please, YouTube music, please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me. Okay, we're just gonna repeat the last thing that we did. Because, I do not want to have copyrighted Shrek music on my stream. But yeah, this is me, basically Scott Pilgrim-esque style Toon Zelda. This is where I started to draw myself wearing dresses. For the funny. And, I think at one point, I wanted to draw, me, Bia, Vicky, Bastion, Amara, and other friends as, like, D&D characters. Because I do believe that this is, like, when I was friends with Bia. Because I started drawing myself in dresses, for the funny. Before I was trans, yes. Some more... I'm honestly not sure if this is supposed to be a character or this is supposed to be... But I drew that, and I drew, like, a tiny little Link. There's not a whole lot in this one. Here's a practice that I did of Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I think that's what that's supposed to be anyway. Again, not very defined. And then there's Susie Deltarune, baby! I think this might be some of the most recent art that I did. I just, like, picked up one of these old sketchbooks, and I just started doodling in them. I was like, fuck it, I'll draw Susie. This was, this must have been, like, 2023 or something? Because, like, Chapter 2 was out? But yeah, obviously way before, Chapter 3. I actually really like this one. I actually really like these little sketches of Susie. These are not that bad. I love the little, goddammit, Chris, where are we? Yeah. Can you tell who my favorite character in Deltarune is? But, yeah, that is pretty much it for the, sketchbooks. I mean, there's probably more. I have a whole box filled with notebooks and stuff, but I think that's mostly just, like, comics and stuff. And I don't really want to go through all that. I don't know if we have any time to do digital art. I mean, I could maybe do that as, like, a part 2. Maybe? If that's something that you folks would be interested in. There's not as much digital art as there is, sketchbook art. But, if you folks would like, maybe we could make, like, a part 2 where I go over my digital art and stuff. A lot of it is very, very rough. I will say that right now. Don't think that just because it went digital means that it was, better. I mean, some of it is, like, way more recent than some of this other sketchbook stuff. But overall, you know, it's still a little bit on the, rougher side. But that, I'm pretty sure, will be all for our stream today. Thank you, besties and breasties, so much for, coming by today. Maybe next week we'll do, like, a part 2 where we look over digital art. I feel like that's only fair, since that was part of the promise thing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun looking over a lot of my old art this stream. I hope you folks did too. I hope you folks didn't cringe as much as I have been doing looking through all these. Trust me, I have been saving a lot of the way more cringe stuff. There was like a Minecraft story that I was doing with a friend That is a whole other can of worms. I would hope will never see the light of day, but I still own it, so maybe it will someday as like a video or something. I don't know, but this was a lot of fun. Let's go and see who we can raid. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm all for it. Because I don't think that we have a lot of friends streaming today. Agreed. Yeah, I'm glad that you folks enjoyed this. A bit weird that we ended off on Deltarune of all things. This one we already went through, right? Did we already go through this one? Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to stuff all of these back into my closet. Sorry, Zalian. Yeah, you just reached the end of the stream. But I will have this as a VOD uploaded on my, VOD channel. Jesus, I just got here. Show me one, quick. Okay, fine. I will show you. Okay, do you want something that's, like, super old? Okay. Oh, God. How do I end this out with, like, a bang? I want to cringe, too. Okay, you want to cringe? Alright, let's go. Let's rewind back to, like, 2010, Jessie. Here we go. My personal favorite. Super Mario Brothers Drawn to Life. Save the Mushroom Kingdom, or destroy it. Also this. Draw. I can't. I don't have a pencil. I think I forgot to show this one because I was just kind of skimming through these books. It's just like the 16 Chapel. Yeah. Again, this was like 10-year-old Jessie stuff. Very much 10-year-old Jessie. This is how we used to draw stick figures back in the day. That's how we drew Fancy Pants Man and Dr. Octagonopus. And whatever the fuck this whatever this thing is. I don't know if this was supposed to be a fan art of like a YouTuber that I watched at the time or not. I honestly don't remember. I first saw the Mario movie. Oh my god, I did. I first saw exactly the part when they had Drawn to Life in the game. The movie, rather. Wow. So crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off this one too. Shitty stick figure Mario with his weird ass hat, and also Luigi. I think they're smacking Zubats. This is why Luigi shouldn't have a hammer. I beg to differ, honestly. But yeah, this is how we started, y'all. So don't be afraid to chase your dreams, because you can go from this to the last thing that I showed. Where is it? Here we go. Susie Deltarune. You can go from stick figures to Susie Deltarune in a matter of years. It just takes practice. Obviously, I still don't draw anymore, but maybe every now and then I'll just doodle. I think recently I like doodled like Luffy in like Gear 5 or something. I don't know where that sketchbook is. I could probably go ahead and try to find it, but you know, too much art. Too much art. I've done too much. I gotta say, you made me cringe. Thank you. Thank you so much. You should have been here since the beginning. There was stuff that was a lot worse. There was stuff that was a lot worse. Okay, does anybody have any raid suggestions? Because I don't know who we should raid. Let's see.
Woo, feeling good.
Oh, Zalian Alien, thank you for the follow. Tomorrow we are doing not Minecraft. Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. First time. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was part of the deal for the charity, so we're doing that. I cannot wait to shit my pants live on stream. Okay, we're getting a few suggestions. Razor Tim Core. Okay, what are they doing? Oh god. Okay, I'm trying to like copy and paste the name, but chat is going a little bit fast. There we go. Playing Sonic and the Black Knight. Ooh. I like Sonic and the Black Knight.
This ship.
Oh, good. Thanks for the ad blasting in my ears. That doesn't look like my... That does not look anything like Sonic and the Black Knight. Oh, okay, that's Call of Duty. Okay, that's a different person. Oh, Fairy Dooney is the one that's playing Sonic. Okay. Okay. I got very confused for a second, like, that doesn't look like Sonic at all. Why is there a gun? I mean, then again, Shadow the Hedgehog exists. So, you know. Oh, her avatar's cute! Yeah, her avatar's cute! Yeah, we can go ahead and rate this person, sure. Okay, so. I'm going to go ahead and rate this person. I'm probably gonna have to rate and run just to get food prepped and stuff. But I hope you folks all had a good time. Tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be checking out Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. For the first time, I'm going to shit myself live on stream for all of you to enjoy. Maybe next week we'll do another art, looking back at art and cringing stream. But next time for digital art, because we didn't really get to go over that, because we've been doing this for 3 hours. And I don't want to waste any more of y'all's time. But, that all being said, I hope you folks had a good rest of your night. And I see you all tomorrow. Until next time, bye besties. Bye! This is the most awkward hand wave I can get, but bye-bye!